Oh, welcome back. The weekend has occurred, and I finished the canto, and oh god. Ugh. I was hoping to finish this in one episode to be like, I'm gonna catch all the way up, and I'm gonna try to, but this might still be kind of long. Oh boy. Anyway, right where we left off. Who's ready for Buddha di Meri? Ignore this little guy peeking out behind the land, and ignore this long-ass, uncut piece of shit that Dawn is apparently spouting at me. Ignore the fact that I also have just no light and no energy. It's fine. Hi, Dawn. I had to do the most appropriate one, because I'm like, why do I keep using the Ishmael loading screen? Because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's a little quiet because I turned it down. Oh! There we go. Much nicer. This is definitely going to have a lot more sections where I'm going to be completely mute because this is when the story starts going. Like, not quite yet. We're still in the middle of a stupid dumbass haunted mansion, but whatever.
이미 몇 차례 전투가 치러진 흔적이 남아있고 썩은 내음이 허파에 들어차는 것으로 보아 흔적이 만들어진 후 꽤 시간이 흘렀으리라 보. 이번 도벌에 참여한 해결사들로 보이는 자들은 없는 것 같구려.
다 망가져 있네요.
찢어진 형태로 보아 이곳에 걸릴 때부터 의도적으로 절개했을 것으로 파악된다.
Marcel's ruining the magic. Come on, man. He doesn't. He's never been to a haunted mansion. He doesn't know what the love's all about. Bastard.
다소 두려울 수 있는 장치가 많으니 심신이 미약하신 분들은 탐험을 재고하는 편이 좋을지도 모르겠군요. 그렇다는데?
이런 것을 감옥지 않네.
오, 그렇게 세게 잡으면 아파요, 돈키호테 씨. 팔 좀 놔주세요.
산초, 말씀하실 게 있다면 가까이서 말씀해 주셔야. 대사를 빠뜨렸다니 그게 무슨... 그건 아니군요. 차가운 공포 속에서도 용기를 잃지 않는 탐험.
Sancho mentioned again, also notable.
여기부터 시작인가 보네요. 구조를 보면 아마 저쪽 거울에서는 숨어있던 혈기들이 갑자기 튀어나왔을 거고, 이 천장 접합부가 헐렁한 걸로 봐서는 아마 여기서도...
그런 식으로 다 설명하는 놈들이 제일 재미없어. 알아?
아이씨, 깜짝이야!
헌티드 블러드메리가 가지는 묘미는 당할 걸 알면서도 소리 질러주는 저런 손님들이라고.
전 그런 상냥한 타입은 못 되어서요.
나서지 않고 가만히 숨어 있으려고 했는데 이놈 때문에 열이 받아서 안 되겠어.
Honestly, very understandable on their part. Like, straight up, Ishmael, you're just ruining the fun for everybody. Including them. They're not like, these are the people I want to hurt the least of all the vampires. All the blood. Oh, sorry, that's my mistake. Blood fiend. Of all the blood fiends, these are the dudes I want to hurt the least. They didn't do anything. They're literally just here to be like the staff of a haunted mansion, and we're just ruining the fun for everybody. God. They're literally just doing their job. Now they all need to die. Oh, man. Oh, God. No, get that out of here. That's the story team. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there. You know, sometimes I am... Fun fact, when I was fighting the barber, I actually, like, really struggled with this specific team because I was bad. And I tried using the being like, oh, it'd be so easier if she got tremored. The tremor team was a way major mistake. Just use the team that I had. I tried using team and it would just get fucked. I was way too insistent on the I can never have a teammate die rather than just accept a few people are gonna die. It's fine. You have a billion people. My average level will never be satisfactory for them. Never. They hate me. Eventually, take your time. Well, computer's probably gonna be slow for a bit. We're at the point of the day where I'm doing shit on the side too, and it's very much so slowing things down. Unfortunately, these dudes are the exact same blood bags. They're called eerie and sinister, but they're just blood bags. Don't worry about them. Anything unique they do, we'll be able to find out when I look at the actual blood fiends of this area. Welcome to Area 2, by the way.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패. 저것들 너덜너덜하잖아.
We're not even gonna do like the gimmick of the team right now. These dudes are. This is the first fight of the realm. Not my business. No blood fiends yet. I'm looking for them. They're just not coming up. There we are. Hello. Also withered. Minus 15/15. Their main shtick, you know, bleed, blah, 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 blah. But instead of bloodied scissor blades, they have bloodied hands. They're bare knuckle fighters. Max value 10, base value 0. At 10 stacks, inflict 1 additional rupture? Why? Blood feast, bloodied hand. You don't do anything with rupture though. Why? What did they mean by this? Rupture isn't. He's exactly the same as all. These dudes are definitely the most confusing of all the blood fiends. Like I want to wait for him to gain one of those, and then I can read it, and then maybe something will be different. But like, very, very confused as to why on earth does he do rupture things. It's like not even a normal amount either. It's just big dumb. No bloody hit. See, now they're just gonna die. You see, this is what you get for having a weird, dumb gimmick that doesn't make sense. Get stabbed. This is your fault, blood bag. Blood fiend. blood, bitch.
한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
그래, 결국
Wow.
마지막까지 서 있는 놈이 이기는 거라.
They really brought in the big guns for the final fight, didn't it?
아픈 거 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해. 공격이 더 매서워지거든.
내 죄는 내가 알아서
Oh.
처리한다.
Brutalized, but yeah, cool. Good for him.
들리지 않네. 심장 고동 소리. 모든 고래 심장 소리. 멈춰도 있을까?
Oh, we're doing this fun bug again where I no longer...
내가
God. This is especially heinous that, like, I can't do anything right now. It's this bug. Because guess what? They've changed the title image for, like, oh, you know, you click Inferno and then you click into Canto 5, 6, Canto 7. They've changed that image as the story goes on. All of them do. But, like, the one that we currently have is a big fucking spoiler because, you know, it's all the way at the end of part 2, which is not cool. There's no post-battle, so... Oh! Oh, no, I've already... No, my boxes! Oh! Man. You're gonna hurt me out here. You could kill a man, like, doing stuff like that.
그럼 여기 있는 혈기놈들은 다 처리된 건가?
I feel like we're the bad
아무래도
people.
다 해치운 모양이라네.
I know we gotta kill blood fiends, that's like our job, but like, come on, man.
저 관서 볼품없이 떨고 있는 것들 최소한의 지조도 없군.
깜짝 놀랐잖아.
Hi! So what's your language?
이쪽이야말로
목숨을 구걸하는 놈들의 비열한 냄새를 맡았을 뿐.
그놈들이 다 갔어.
누구를 말하는 건가요?
우리를 사냥하러 온 놈들 말이야. 우리의 놀이기구를 다 부수고 다니던 놈들.
아, 누구인지 알 것 같아요. 그분들은 무사히 앞으로 가셨나요?
앞으로 갔을 거야.
제대로 보지 못한 건가?
어쩔 수 없었어. 우리는 혈기와의 만찬 장면에서 놀래키는 역할이었는데 그놈들이 너무 무서워서 계속 숨어 있었다고. 원래 우리가 관에서 튀어나오면 손님들은 모두 비명을 지르면서 도망갔는데 인기가 얼마나 많았다고. 마지막엔 같이 기념사진도 찍어줬는데 너희 그거 알아? B400ml만 헌혈하면 무료로 사진을 찍어주는 이벤트를 하고 있어. 어때? 오싹한 추억을 함께 나누고 싶지 않아? 400ml면 그렇게 생명의 지장도 없는 용량이잖아. 어디서 들었나?
I don't know how much 400 milliliter is, but yeah, that seems reasonable.
빼줘야 새로운 피가 재생되면서 건강해진대. 너희 모두 오래 살고 싶잖아. 그렇지?
이것들이 무슨 소리를?
Yeah. This is just a simple business transaction.
아니야, 잘못했어. 피 절대 안 마실게. 난 사실 그 계획에 별로 동참하고 싶지 않았어. 이곳에서 벗어나고 싶었다고. 그러고 보니 우리 중에 이곳을 탈출한 녀석이 있었다고.
It seems way more feasible to do the whole, like, bartering thing like that. That seems like a reasonable, like, I'd pay a little bit of blood to do, like, sick carnival stuff.
말하고 있는 것 같군요.
As long as it's a little bit, yeah.
하지만 나가면 난 어떻게 살지? 인간들의 눈치나 보면서 빌빌거리며 지하 구석에서 살아야 하잖아. 그건 싫어. 아니, 여기도 어차피 뭘 해도 죽거나 죽는 게 나은 삶밖에 안 남았다고. 이 망할 나만 차랜드.
Poor blood fiends. Pity for the bloodthirsty fucking beasts. It's because I'm a weak simpleton. A bleeding heart. That, you know, they'd love that one particularly. They love the bleeding part of that. Well, now we get to kill them with hammers. God, I wish. There's not even very many units that use hammers, unless you're willing to go to like an N-Corp team, which is inexplicably an even ow. Which is inexplicably an even worse team to be using in this area.
뭐야? 화이팅이다.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
It's funny though. It would be pretty funny to be using the N-Corp team in this area. Like, they tried really hard to make the N-Corp team, like, viable enough. They didn't... Oh, look! Bloody hand! They did it! Do you do anything, Rupture? No! Oh. Look at that! It's...
총원 불경.
It's so worthless. Scissor blades actually, like, increase the values and properties of skills. Like, you know, it's like charge or piss charge, you know, any of those kind of formats. But this is just... Here, do you want one more Rupture? On, one of your skills that is already inherently conditional? Okay. If you manage to stack up to 10 bloody hand, you get to do a crisp 1 more damage per that skill. It's obviously clearly gonna be something that, like, either while Blood Fiend we're gonna be fighting coming up is gonna be making more use of that, or it's for, like, an ID we're gonna get, you know? It's not to spoil, but we've already been shown we're gonna be getting, like, the... Like, more Blood Fiend IDs. Like, that's not... It's really not a big shocker, I think, to anybody. Like, we were given the Barber ID, like, before this fucking Kanto really, like, went. Like, we could have had Barber Otis fighting the Barber, you know?
그 정도 각오로 우리 식구를 건드렸나?
내 죄는
Goodbye.
내가 알아서 처리한다.
We all done? No,
이렇게 눕혀가다 보면
Look at them. Look at all those Blood Fiends. You know what? This is a full team of Blood Fiends. We'll give them a chance. We'll give them... Oh, no. Shh. Fuck. What's the fucking point of anything if all of this sucks? No. Everything sucks and I hate it. I didn't get an optimal skill board layout.
아차! 앞!
Nice. Honestly, it's just a lot of skill ones, but man.
결국 마지막까지
Wait,
서 있는 놈이
wait
이기는
for it.
거라니까.
Who's clashing? You? You're not Dawn.
아픈 것은
You're worthless to me.
저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해.
I hope you die.
내 소우지거든.
가세! 지금이다. 해골바가 겁내.
It's definitely the thing that has become the most true for me, at least when it comes to running the Envy team. This just makes me want to run the Pride team. Pursue them to the end may very well be my favorite skill in the entire game, because the ability to be just like, I get a free skill 1 every turn. Oh. That is... It doesn't even have to be a particularly good skill 1. It could be one of the bad ones, like Middle Merceau's skill 1. And it does not matter to me. The freest of free value that is another skill 1 usage. Imagine if it was on like a good unit. Oh my god. Daisy Honglu with the best skill 1 in the game. Rabbit Heathcliff at any charge unit building up a bunch of charge. You could have it be on any other team, so they're inflicting more of like a status ailment or building up poise. It's so good. And even if none of that's valid, you're getting more sin resource generation. Like, no one else in the game can really do that. That is exclusive to her. It's even better if you have like a non-poise skill 1, because you're clearly going for like poise resonance. So it's like, it's even better. I'm gonna kill these stupid blood fiends too once the cutscene's over. Because you really run, like, the poise team is the Blade Lineage team, and they typically do poise things. But skill 1s, let them stack up more poise. Have you seen Blade Lineage Merceau? If he gets that, your entire team explodes. That's a positive thing. I win.
왕국의 비밀을 모두 밝혀내셨군요. 바깥에서 두려움을 마주했을 때도 언제나 용감하게 이겨내시길 바라면서 이후 혈기와의 오싹한 포토타임을 진행해줄 헌티드 블러드베리의 혈기들을 소개해드리겠습니다.
Spooky scary.
내레이션이 끊겼네요. 뭐 소개할 혈기들은 이미 저희가 전부 처리했지만요.
아마도 즉
Really? Man.
직접 나와서 진행했을 것 같다고 하시네요.
Aww. We've ruined the fucking haunted mansion!
슬프게도 왕국의 비밀에 대한
Or
단서는
did we?
앞서 다녀간 손님들이 모두 없애버렸고
산손이라는 자의 목소리와 같군.
여러분을 깜짝 놀라게 해주었던 혈귀
So,
배우들도 전부 사라져버렸네요.
it was something I was literally only informed after the fact. Sanson is the name of the Mirror Knight. So, that's why this is especially important. Anyway, carrying on.
모두 응징했다네.
심지어 내레이션을 맡은 분까지. 아무래도 포토타임보다는 이 왕국의 비밀에 대해 해설이 필요할 것 같군요. 왕은 아주 넓은 성 안에서 오랫동안 홀로 살아왔습니다. 아무도 없는 곳에서 살아간다는 것은 쉬운 일이 아니었을 테지요. 쓸쓸한 아침, 고요한 밤, 왕의 마음은 하루도 빠짐없이 공허함으로 가득했답니다. 그래서 왕은 너무나 외로웠던 나머지 가족이라는 존재를 바라게 되었습니다. 간절히, 아주 간절히요. 그래서 왕은 소원대로 평생을 함께할 피로 이어진 가족을 만들기 시작했답니다. 왕은 모든 가족에게 아낌없는 사랑을 주었어요. 그러자 싸늘했던 성이 어느새 웃음이 넘쳐나는 모두의 집이 되었습니다. 하지만 행복이라는 건 오래가지 못하는 걸까요? 행복이 이어지던 어느 날, 먼 왕국에서부터 한 기사가 놀러 왔습니다. 기사는 성 밖 곳곳을 여행하다 온 자로 수백 가지의 모험과 수천 가지의 이야기를 품고 있는 자였습니다. 평생을 성 안에서만 지냈던 왕은 기사에게 이야기를 들려달라고 부탁했습니다. 기사가 거절할 이유는 없었죠. 기사는 말했습니다. 내가 본 세상, 내가 겪은 모험, 그 모두를 왕께 들려드리리라. 곧 성 안은 왕의 가슴을 뛰게 하는 흥미진진한 모험 이야기로 가득 찼습니다. 하루는 거친 파도를 넘어 나선 항해를, 다른 날에는 어떤 이들의 절절한 사랑을, 또 다른 날에는 괴물과의 사투를. 이야기는 끝을 모르고 이어졌죠. 며칠 밤낮을 꼬박 세워가며 기사의 이야기를 듣고 있던 왕은 어느 날 한 가지 중요한 진실을 깨달아 버리고 말았습니다. 피를 나눈 가족만으로는, 성 안에서의 행복만으로는 자신의 공허함이 완전히 채워질 수 없다는 것. 그래서 왕은 자신의 빈 부분을 기사의 모험담으로 채우기 시작했습니다. 그러면서 서서히 가족에게만 향하던 사랑은 모험을 향해, 기사를 향해, 그리고 성의 바깥을 향해 키워나갔죠. 가족들은 그것이 오래가지 않을 것이라 생각했습니다. 낡아 빠진 신발에 철로 만든 창을 들고 잠깐의 꿈에 빠졌을 뿐이라 여겼죠. 그래서 가족들은 기다렸습니다. 자신들에게 공허함을 되물려준 왕이, 창조자가 다시 자신들만을 사랑해 줄 것을. 하지만 기다림의 끝에 들은 왕의 말은 가족들에게 조금도 달콤하지 않았습니다. 이 성을 허물고 성 밖의 모든 사람들과 친구가 되자 왕은 그렇게 외쳤죠. 가족들은 두려웠습니다. 성을 허문다는 건 곧 그들의 아늑하고도 영원할 터전을 부순다는 것이었으니까요. 하지만 왕의 뜻을 존중하고 왕을 사랑한 가족들은 모두가 삽을 들고 한 마음으로 성을 부수기 시작했습니다. 그러나 성 밖의 사람들은 성 안의 사람들과는 너무나 다른 삶을 살고 있었기에 왕의 가족들은 많은 걸 버려야 했습니다. 기쁨, 즐거움, 탄성, 쾌락, 희망, 기대. 이 모든 걸 포기해야만 그들은 서로가 친구가 될 수 있었습니다. 따라서 왕은 가족들이 행복해지는 걸 금지했습니다. 성 밖의 행복한 사람들을 지켜보는 것만으로도 가족들이 그 행복을 나눠받아 함께 행복해질 수 있을 거라고 믿었습니다. 그들의 행복이 언젠가 우리의 행복이 될 수 있을 것이라 믿었던 거죠. 그리하여 행복해지기 위한 우리의 모든 노력은 죄가 되었습니다. 왜 우리의 행복은 회개를 받아야 하는 걸까요?
가족. 대체 무슨 이야기를 하고 싶었던 걸까요?
구구절절 헛소리로군.
재미있는 이야기네요. 저 가족에겐 행복이라는 게 정말 있긴 했을까요? 아, 저기 출구 표시가 보여요. 이 어트랙션은 이걸로 끝인가 봐요.
면담 시간.
무엇에 대한 면담인 것일지.
글쎄, 어떤 것이든 고해라든가.
뭐 그래도 옛날에는 나만 차례인데도 나름 노력했던 모양이네.
정말로 상생을 꿈꿨던 것일지도 모르겠구려.
아니, 그럴 리 없다네. 다 간악한 술수일 테지.
It makes one wonder about the logistics of a place like La Mancha Land. Like, where was their castle originally? You know, like how was it such a way in such a way that it could be dismantled and not be reassemblable, or that I mean this in like not like the narrative sense and like, oh, the OG Don Quixote or and like anything like that, but in like a literal physical location. Like where could it have been for like, it's like a sealed garden. Like no one can get in, I guess. But then again, he had to have been able to make new blood fiends because that's how that works. Every blood fiend was originally a human, presumably, unless they can breed somehow, but we haven't heard mention of a queen. Because the knight just walked in. It would make one wonder why they hadn't faced opposition, but then you have to remember that Elena alone was enough to be, like, in the reverberation. Like, Elena alone, albeit she was in super mega blood mode, was enough that the Charles office had to hire on the Black Silence. So we know that, like, that tippity-top tier of Blood Fiend are color or nigh color level pretty much by themselves. Again, going to show we really should not be winning these fights. But, But then again, I guess it really kind of depends. I guess we never really got to see the confirmation of how Angelica fought. Like, just in the way that we saw how Vergilius fought compared to someone like Roland. Like, Vergilius is very clearly someone who, like... Because the bit that we could see, he was very clearly, like, losing health, but constantly healing with kills. So, like, as long as blood kept flowing, he could fight, like, forever, you know? He could solo an entire army as long as there were things that kept bleeding. Also, the fact that he likes blood, very strange connection to Blood Fiend shit. I think that's all. I'm personally am subscribing to. That's just kind of like a function of his ego. It's meant to be symbolic rather than like a literal connection, but fuck me, who really knows? I think it'd be cool if he's just kind of doing that on his own. But compared to someone like Roland doesn't really have that kind of a skill set. Instead, Roland fights more like a jack of all trades. He has every single type of weapon all at hands, all in one go. He can't really solo an army, but in like a 1v1, he's unstoppable. Like, we even got confirmation a bit like that, like, a lot of his weapons and moveset was based off of moves from Devil May Cry. I believe I mentioned this in the Ruina streams, or at least since then, maybe in Limbus Land. So he's very clearly meant to be fighting like Dante from the Devil May Cry series. So he's just a fucking weapon master, you know? 1v1ing someone like Roland just ain't gonna fucking happen. Like, under normal play, you know? Easily, at least.
네 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해. 그럼 공격이 더 매서워지거든.
It makes me wonder if Roland, at the end, I would assume no. If Roland at the end of Ruina has the benefits of the library at his beck and call. I don't believe so, because he doesn't have access to... Wait, does he have access to his ego pages? Like the Keter floor? I don't remember. I don't think so. But I might be wrong about that. But he might actually do have that. I was gonna say, he 1v1s the shit out of our... Oh my god, not again! Oh, back we go, everybody! Gotta hide the spoilers! Very cool, big fan. There we go. We're in the pre-cutscene of the next node. I mean, but then again, like, if you're a color, you can kind of do fuck. You kind of have to have experience doing, like, every type of combat. Like, I doubt all of them have, like, a particular realm that they excel in like, that regard. Like, the purple tier can also kind of do everything. And, I mean, it's not like we could 1v1 fucking Vergilius, you know what I mean? Even though we never got to see him really fight, I doubt the fucking Indigo Elder is gonna be soloable.
당신들도 상담 아니 회개하기 위해 오셨습니까?
무슨 소리를 하는 거지? 회개?
이 방 안에는 우리의 죄를 용서해 주시는 분이 계십니다. 하지만 그 전에 자 심호흡을 하고 제가 말하는 질문에 모든 답을 해주세요. 첫 번째, 당신은 오늘 피 생각이 얼만큼 납니까? 1번 많이, 2번 중간, 3번 적당히, 4번 참을 수 없을 만큼 강렬하게, 5번 곧 미칠 듯이, 6번 곧 죽을 듯이.
I think this guy's kind of lost the plot a little bit.
무슨 소리를 하는 것인가? 당연히 생각나지 않았다네.
그럼 두 번째, 당신은 오늘 혈액발을 먹었습니까? 1번 먹었다, 2번 먹지 않았다.
잠깐만.
말 끊지 마세요. 모든 질문에 빠짐없이 대답해야 신부님을 만날 수 있습니다. 만약 먹지 않았다면 그 이유는 무엇입니까? 이건 젠장 당연하잖아. 맛이 빌어먹기도 없는 걸. 벌레의 피를 빨아도 그것보다는 맛있을 테니까. 그렇지, 그렇잖아.
아이고.
마지막 질문. 당신은 오늘 인간을 보고 목이 말랐습니까? 네, 아니요, 네, 아니요, 네, 아니요, 네, 아니요, 네, 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 네. 네. 언제나 미친.
Mom, I'm scared.
아니야. 사실 단 한순간도 그런 적이 없었어.
I don't like it here. These people are mean and scary. All out of energy again. That's level 47. Damn. I think they're like hyping up these level gates a little too much. I mean, but then again, I do have like if the implications that you needed an average rank of 47 Well, no, because like that would imply that every single one of your units needs to be at minimum level 47. I have level 49 units, which is a little above par, but I've been like soloing this with no deaths. If you have units at that high of a level, you're fine. I guess uptie and whatnot is a factor too, but like, oh man. Bam.
내 입에서 멍청하냐는 소리는 안 나더라.
That's a good sign.
저놈을 추적해.
I also love having no sanity at all. That's another good sign. Don't you love doing hallway fights when you have, like, no sanity and that everything kind of sucks?
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패.
This dude's got 5 bloody hand. Look at him. He's halfway to inflicting 1 rupture. God, I'm so proud of him.
저것들 너덜너덜하잖아. 일단 정신 못 차리는 놈 대가리부터 뭉개.
아파주마.
Oops, he's dead. Moving on.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회. 저놈을 추적해.
느려졌네 저거. 맞추기. 그래. 결국 마지막까지 서 있는 놈이 이기는 거라니까.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
공격이 너무 무서워지거든. 배가 아팠습니다. 하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면
지금은
어느새 끝나는 게 싸움이야.
Man, I was just thinking, the fact that every single attack is attributed to a sin affinity. I cannot wait for there to inexplicably be like a... It could be like a church, and it could be lying, or it could be truly honest. I'm waiting to find someone who is attacking with no sin affinity at all. They are genuinely just free of sin. No, it's like a human condition, blah, blah, not really possible, but I'm like, I would want to see. That's the kind of thing that you'd be seeing when you're doing, like, the Plague Doctor, you know what I mean? Like, if you ever get, like, a Plague Doctor slash, one sin and hundreds of good deeds, or, you know, well, the big man in that equation is definitely full of sin, but maybe his apostles? But it would be interesting to see if we got either an ego that had no sin affinity ascribed to it, or we got an ID that had, like maybe the skill 3 is just sinless, you know? That'd be pretty cool. It wouldn't be good, but it'd be cool, though. Sometimes the rule of cool.
두렵진 않네요.
그래. 결국 마지막까지 서 있는 놈이 이기는 거라니까.
Alright, if my computer was acting weird for a second, I had to check my Discord because I dropped a message.
지금이다. 해골바가 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해.
Ooh, kill him.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해.
느려졌네 저거. 맞추기 쉽고 가까워진다. 항의 끝.
Cool. Just glad we're here. This blood fiend that we just stuck to is definitely my favorite. This guy was insane. And I felt bad for him, but like not really. 'Cause he was a meanie.
내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
I'm sorry, sir.
잘못했어요. 오늘도 죄를 지었어요. 고백하겠습니다. 나를 신부님께 데려가죠. 목이 마를 땐 신부님께 가면 된다고. 그러면 다 괜찮아질 거라고 했잖아요.
신부라는 자는 이 안에 있는 거죠?
순서를 기다려야 할 거야. 아까 다른 놈들도 죄를 지었는지 신부님을 찾아갔거든. 그러니까 줄을 서야 할지도 몰라. 신부님은 언제나 우리를 대신해 모든 죄악들을 기꺼이
나리! 본인이 앞장서겠네! 낙인 놈들을!
확실한 건 우리가 문을 열어줄 때까지 결코 돌아가지 않을 거란 겁니다. 이제 슬슬 결판을 내셔야 할 시간 아닙니까?
너도 얼른 불 만들어야 날 이해할 텐데. 안 그래도 오늘이야말로 끝내려고 했다.
당신들도 죄를 고백하기 위해 오셨습니까? 기쁘군요. 회개하고자 스스로 여기까지 발걸음하기 쉽지 않을 텐데.
이건 이미 면목은 남지 않은 꽁초군. 지그지 밟아버리기만 해도 잔불이 꺼지겠지.
건드리지 마. 저건 내 사냥감이야.
시춘,
입도 열지 마. 또 쓸데없이 시간 낭비하고 싶지 않으니까.
충분히 숨통을 끊고도 남을 만큼 여유는 있어 보이는데 그냥 내버려두는 이유는?
뻔하군. 고문의 흔적이다. 이 구역의 장치는 이미 누군가 작동시켰군. 다음 구역으로 갈 수 있게 되었음에도 뭔가 더 쥐어짤 게 남았나?
응, 말했을 텐데. 라만체랜드의 토벌은 내 목표가 아니야.
그렇다고 당신들이 고문이나 즐기려고 온 것처럼 보이진 않는데요.
그래. 우리가 혈귀 사냥꾼도 아니고 그런 걸 즐기진 않지. 거긴 돈벌이하고는 상관없이 그저 혈귀들을 더 많이, 더 고통스럽게 죽이는 것에만 의의를 두는 집단이니까. 하지만 난 달라. 내가 필요한 건 정보야. 나는 그 정보를 얻기 위해 여기까지 들어온 거고. 그렇지만 이제 슬슬 이것의 뇌를 터뜨리려던 참이었어. 아무리 고통을 가해도 제정신을 차리지 못하더라고. 보다시피 이미 고통으로 한참 전에 미친 거겠지. 우리 집안의 흑수들이 생각나지 않아? 오빠?
당신들을 보니 지난 상담자가 생각나는군요. 어느 날부터 로렌소라는 혈기가 이곳을 계속 방문했습니다. 처음에는 상담이 필요 없을 정도로 긍정적인 마음을 가지고 있었죠. 신부님, 오늘은 컨디션이 좋아요. 혈액반은 정말 대단한 발명품이에요. 신부님, 오늘은 혈액발을 110개나 먹어치웠어요. 앉은 자리에서 모조리. 이 정도면 아마 혈기들 사이에서 신기록일 거예요. 하지만 그런 마음은 그리 오래가지 않더군요. 신부님, 오늘은 혈액바늘을 3시간 동안 핥아버렸어요. 피 한 방울이 묻은 그 바늘 맛이 잊혀지지가 않아요. 혈액바는 오늘 하나도 안 먹었어요. 모두가 한참 전부터 알고 있잖아요. 이딴 벽돌이 대체 우리에게 무슨 도움이 되는 건데, 우리는 언제까지 이렇게 비참하게 살아야 하는 거죠? 저는 그 답을 알고 있게 말해주었습니다. 알지 않습니까, 로렌소? 공존은 끝없는 인내에서부터 시작되는 법입니다. 그러니 힘들수록 더 크게 환호하십시오. 라만차랜드에서는 항상 웃음소리가 끊이지 않도록. 하지만 그 이후로 로렌소가 진심으로 웃는 모습을 보게 된 건 머리가 터진 채 이곳 아래에 묻히기 직전이었습니다. 궁금하더군요. 죽지도 않은 이를 땅에 묻는 건 대체 어떤 의미가 있는지. 당신과 저는 평생 알 수 없을 일이지 않습니까? 도망자 카세티도 손수 그 시체를 묻어주셨습니까?
놓아라! 너무 오래 살려뒀나 보네. 비켜.
신부는 누구보다 믿음이 깊은 자였습니다.
언제부터?
모든 게 다 잘 될 것이라는 믿음. 마침내는 그의 뜻대로 이루어질 거라는 믿음. 궁극적으론 모두가 행복해질 수 있을 거라는 믿음. 그리고 신부는 우리 중 고통받는 자들을 외면하지 않았던 유일한 자였습니다. 그래서 우리 중 인내의 끈을 놓으려는 자가 하나 둘 생기기 시작할 무렵 가장 먼저 나서서 그들에게 손을 내밀었죠. 하지만 다른 이들의 마음을 돌보는 자는 그만큼 자신의 마음을 돌보는 것은 소홀해지기 마련. 이 한 칸짜리 조그만 방 안에서 신부의 마음은 병들어 갔습니다. 우리 중에 이를 알아차린 사람이 몇이나 있었을까요?
이봐, 자연스럽게 끼어드는 건 이제 아무래도 좋지만 말이야. 이번에도 호락호락하게 동료를 데려갈 수 있을 거라 생각했다면 오산이야.
정확히는 이야기를 계속 이어지게 하기 위해 온 겁니다.
이 악인이 자꾸만 간악한 술수를 부리며 우리를 교란하려 하는군.
아니, 그럴 리가 있나요? 제가 간악한 술수를 부리려는 건 당신들이 아니라 당신, 오직 당신 하나만을 위해.
무슨...
자, 분위기가 울적해지는 이야기는 여기까지. 아직 당신에게는 이야기할 모험담이 잔뜩 남아있지 않나요? 위대한 모험가 돈키호테.
본인이 아무리 위대한 모험을 겪어왔다고는 하나 너 같은 놈을 위해서 들려줄 이야기는 없다네.
이런... 제가 배려가 부족했군요. 역시 혼자서는 부끄러우신가요?
그런 뜻이 아니라...
이해합니다. 확실히 혼자서 무대를 이끈다는 건 쉬운 일이 아니죠. 그럼 제가 도움을 조금 드리겠습니다.
멈춰라 로시나테! 난 떠나고 싶지 않아. 왜 내 의지에 반하여 움직이는 것이냐? 당장 멈춰!
방금 그것은 무엇이었는가?
오랜만에 공연에 긴장한 나머지 실수를 저질렀군요.
실수?
공연이 무르익다 보면 감정에 취해 가끔 순서가 꼬이기도 하는 법이죠. 심심한 사과의 말씀을 전하며 다시 시작해보겠습니다. 하얀 달의 기사와 겨루었던 그날의 치열한 전투부터 말이죠.
그... 전투는... 본인의 인생에서 손에 꼽을 만한 대단한 전투였네.
그 대단한 전투가 돈키호테와 하얀 달의 기사의 첫 만남이었습니다. 우리의 모험가 돈키호테를 마침내 깊은 곳 어딘가 망각의 강으로 이끌어 주었던 그 기사 말이죠.
깊은 곳의 강.
관리자님, 저 이제 알 것 같아요. 저 사람은...
우선 배역에 집중하시죠. 보아하니 처음으로 만난 대등한 상대였군요. 당신의...
맞소, 그자는 정말 강했지.
젠장, 또...
답답해. 하얀 달의 기사는 참으로 패션 센스가 엉망이었던 자였지. 웬 처음 보는 옷을 입고서 또한 본인에게 먼저 결투를 신청한 건 그 기사였다니 용기가 가상했지. 아마 도시를 떠돌며 명성을 떨치고 있었던 본인의 실력이 궁금했으리라 생각한다네.
위대한 모험가인 당신이라면 거절하지 않았겠군요.
당연한 말을 본인은 흔쾌히 외쳤다네. 진정한 모험가는 걸어온 결투를 마다하지 않는다. 덤벼라 기사여!
당신의 창과 하얀 달의 기사의 대검이 있는 힘껏 부딪혔죠. 모든 결투에는 응당 조건이란 게 있는 법이죠. 이 대단한 결투도 예외는 아니었을 겁니다.
Not to take away from it, but can we talk about how unbelievably massive this sword is? Like it'd be one thing if like people. I was going through this. I always play this with Bullet. He's like, he made a joke about Sephiroth being like, oh, you know, it's really long. But I mean, just like the actual size of the sword. Like, look how big it is in his hands. This sword is just like sized up. It's just gargantuan. It's so big. But like, it doesn't look like it's meant to be like an actual beast of a sword, like a Zweihander, or like a bastard sword. No, this is just a katana, but big. I mean, it might be just because Sinclair is small, but it is funny to see.
나는 이 결투에서 승자가 되든 패자가 되든 상관없어. 다만 돈키호테여, 나와 정정당당하게 무기를 맞대어 결투에 응해준다면 맹세하지. 네가 그 무엇보다 원하는 것을 내가 손에 쥐어주겠다.
Yes.
대담하고 녹이
The Knight of the White Moon is a manlet.
무기가 서로 맞다.
That's a toothpick he's wielding.
루신한테가 결투의 신호를 알렸죠.
So I don't know if that chat appeared on screen because I might have fucked this. It should have.
시작.
우리는 사흘 밤낮 동안 쉬지 않고 칼을 부딪혔네.
잠깐, 당신은 칼이 아니라 창을 들고 있지 않았나요?
말이 그렇다는 것이지.
Oh shit. Also, I was waiting for it to be done, but man, the priest is like my favorite. Like, it's always this type of person, this general figure in media, but he is absolutely my favorite Blood Fiend. I guess minor spoiler for my preference compared to what's coming ahead, but he's so cool, man. He's not even a boss fight. You just straight up skip it. You do not do a boss fight for him. And yes, by the way, there is in fact a priest ID that's coming. That's the one that I was insinuating earlier. You don't fight him. He's gone. I mean, it's because Yangdu or whatever her name is, Jia Xingquan or whatever the fuck. I don't know Chinese names all that well. She beat shit out of him, but like, I would have to assume he probably just didn't defend himself. He's just that type of lad, you know? Why does this not give me enemy info? This is clearly a battle. Oh no. I sure hope no one read the title because Don Quixote will fucking tell us anyway. Don Quixote out here dropping spoilers.
우열을 가릴 수 없었기에. 보는 이들의 손바닥에는 땀이 한 움큼 배어나올 정도였네.
I was wondering, like, what is it meant to be on his back? Because he's got, like, the normal sword. Ryoshu's now involved in this. I gotta wait for us to get, like, another good look at him. I wanted to point something out. Oh, Jesus.
신선하잖아요. 와, 기사님, 힘내세요.
본인의 칼끝은 기사의 왼쪽 어깨에 내리꽂혔고 그자의 칼끝은 나의 귀를 스쳐 지나갔다네.
So like, big sword, and then he's got like the weird, like almost warp corp futuristic sword down here. But what is this big oblong rectangle combo he has on his back? I don't think that was in the original book.
결투에서 상처를 입다니. 괜찮은 걸까요?
괜찮다네. 결투에서 얻은 상처들은 명예로 거듭날 뿐 결코 명예를 떨어뜨리지는 않으니. 물론 본인의 실력이 조금 더 좋았다고는 생각하네. 마음만 먹으면 아마 최후의 일격 정도는 날릴 수 있었을 테지.
둘은 서로 전속력으로 정면을 향해 달려갔습니다. 최후의 승패를 가리기 위해서 말이죠.
Oh. Oh, we're doing this again.
내가 나설 차례인가?
뭐야 그
Oh, it's him. Damn, Sinclair looking good. Now, before we get into... Oh my god, Dawn, your help. Now, before we get into this, I will just drop this as a factoid. I have the chat records. Stream window became small. Wait, what? When did you say that? It's all normal to me. Right here. These are the appropriate borders. Anything above this is all right. Everything is of the correct dimensions. Anyway, we'll get into this a little bit. But look at her health. But I will drop this because I have the... Maybe it's you. Yeah, no, it seems to be fine for me. It is good you mentioned that because I was going to do something real fast. I have the chat logs to prove just this, but, I can't use the proper term, but I would like to refer to how many chromosomes my friend over here has. That he noticed something. Notice that this sword that he was wielding, it has this weird, almost like... It's got this golden twinement along it. And I almost think this is like a fishing hook kind of thing. Like, this is like a reel that you would feed like a line through. Like, why is there this little disc here? And he, out of nowhere, drops the I knew it. He hits me with this. For those of you who don't know, this is the image of one of the two bad endings from the Library of Ruina. If Angela kills Roland at the end of the game, and Angela kills all the librarians and goes on to become like this growing tumor in the city, this is how she eventually dies. I believe this person is just referred to as the Hunter of Books. We're not really given a lot of information. But if you take a little look at this very specific identifier on the sword... Oh me, oh my. Oh my god. I don't know how on earth you recognized this bullet, but it's the kind of thing that I would notice, to be fair. I think you kind of randomly get the synopsis firing off, but hello, Knight of the White Moon. What do you do in your free time? But the other thing that is particularly notable about that kind of a revelation is if we come in here, we can see we're just like basic Don Quixote. We all know all this stuff, you know, usual stuff. So we have an honorable Reminisce Tale of Adventure becomes immensely powerful, as you can tell by the HP. But if you notice, Unseverable Indestructible, Unknown Everything, question mark values on everything. Where is the one other time in the entire game we fucking see this, other than the very beginning of the game of the tutorial? Because hell, if it's a tutorial, people had this book kind of no fuss about point. We saw it on motherfucking Vergilius, the goddamn color fixer. Unknown attack weight, unknown health, haste, fragile. This dude's also about haste. Dragon in the Spring. Hey, we'll leave a lot of his skills as we go along for the big reveals. An honorable duel. A reminisce tale of adventure. Let us venture forth. This is a hopeless clash. Not good. So let's try to evade that if this truly is so hopeless. Oh, we're at max sanity too. Oh no. Gains a bunch of haste, loads on him, inflict fragile next turn. Mirror of Water. A clashable guard. On use, gain 3 protection. Clash when deal HP equal to the final clash value of this skill. I'm at 8 speed, which is not enough for this. Okay, these will always be hopeless. Oh dear. Oh, that I forgot to change that back. Yeah, this was what I was talking about for like the display fucking with. I have to do this for us to be able to see images. Oops. that is my bad. That's the only way I'm able, because if I like, oh, you can't see my actual mouse right now, you see my mouse like in game. I have to do this, otherwise you see my real mouse. And if I had like images on screen, or if I pulled up like Discord or something, that would all appear on screen. Right now it's just a game capture instead of like a whole like screen capture. It's whatever. If you notice, he actually was clashing with the really thin blue sword. Looked almost more like a rapier than like an actual katana. I personally am getting like purple tier-esque vibes, because it's wielding 2 different types of swords, one for slash, one for pierce. Dragon of Spring, Lotus in Autumn, Faint Trace. Unbreakable Coin, on hit 3 slash for agility. But he's all about slash despite that fact. So he's clearly not actually purple tier pilled. He's so cool. Faint Trace, Pallid Trace. On hit, deal 100 bonus damage. Well, I'm finally at the 10 speed threshold. Let's go fast, shall we? Red R, Black R. Wait, Mental Fracture. SP loss efficiency plus 1 per stack, max 5. Expires when it reaches 5 and take 10 SP. That's just... Isn't that what... Wait. Red, Black? This motherfucker is actually doing black damage. Literally in this case. Mental Fracture... I didn't even notice this when I was doing this my first time through. Mental Fracture is the shit that the Violet Dawn afflicts you in the Lobotomy Corporation section. This man is literally doing black damage. And this deals 50 bonus damage, which is just red damage. It's not even lying in this case. This is red R and black R. I'm assuming R. I don't know how that would be pronounced. I'm kind of assuming. And then Electron Acceleration Rail Device. Yara. Combat start, gain 10 attack power up, and haste next turn. But I want to see Black R go through, so I'm actually... Oh, I don't think I can clash with it anyway. Here, after this turn, we'll take a look at all of his skills and everything, so we can get some of the deets. So as you can see, the thing on his back is a bow. It folds outwards and it binds itself together to be a bow, which I'm assuming is what the ring is for. I would assume that's to like tie a cord to. I didn't get a really good look at it. I might be wrong, but this ring reminds me of like a fishing rod, like I said, like a thread is meant to be bound there. I would have to assume. But let's go over his deal before we're done with this. Dragon of the Spring, Lotus and Oblum, Fate Trace, Pallid Trace, Red R, Black R, Mirror of Water, Electron Acceleration Rail activation, and then just R, which he's doing right now. Gain 5 spirit damage up next turn. So this is just a fully unelemental or color a fixed damage type. And just like I was just talking about, there is no sin affinity with this skill. This skill is free of sin. It is a truly pure skill. The Knight of the White Moon. Takes 20% less damage. Gain 3 attack power up on Clash Lose. A close match. At 10 plus clash against the same enemy, randomly gain lose clash power by, yeah. This is to make it so it's not infinite. Unobservable. And it's forcing us to do La Sangre de Sancho. Let's go. He's so cool, though. And yeah, White Moon does fit the naming convention of a color. It has specifically been the color that I have been hyping up since Ruina. It is the final of the 4 primary colors of white. We do not have one yet. Please don't feed into Dawn's ego any more than we have to.
과연 승자는
누구였나요?
결과는 승자도 패자도 없었네. 왜냐하면 무승부였기 때문이지. 이례적으로.
그럼 다시 한번 결투를 시작했나요?
아니, 본인은 자비를 베풀 줄 아는 관대한 모험가였다네. 그래서 기사에게 이렇게 말했지. 쉬지 않고 사흘 밤낮 동안 결투를 치르느라 우리 모두 지쳐있는 상태인데 이쯤에서 잠시 휴식을 하는 것이 어떻겠는가? 이 이상으로 계속해서 결투를 치르다가는 결과를 궁금해하는 수많은 구경꾼이 도통 잠에 들 수 없지 않겠는가? 그래서야 이들이 너무 불쌍하지. 그렇지 않은가, 로신한테?
Dude, Gregor is here.
로신한테는
Dude, it's Rochinante.
맞는 말씀입니다.
혹은
신발은 말이 없다. 그저 신발인 것 같다.
아니면 혹은 이렇게 말했을 수도요.
대체 그 바보 같은 전투는 언제 끝나나 했습니까? 일찌감치 간식을 준비해놨으니까 그거나 같이 드시던가요.
그렇게 해서 기나긴 전투가 종지부를 찍게 되었군요. 그럼 그 전투의 승리자는 없었을까요? 정말 무승부로 남았을까요?
그 전투는 본인의 모험 속에선 이례적인 무승부였어. 일시적인 휴전이었지. 하지만 엄밀히 말하자면 승자는 본인이네. 왜냐하면 마지막에 겨눌 때 칼이 아니 내 렌스가 더 기울어져 있었거든. 본인은 그럼에도 불구하고 대인배 같은 마음으로 기꺼이 휴전을 제의하였지.
그러시군요. 그렇게 해서 기약 없는 휴전을 하게 된 둘은 어떻게 되었나요?
우리는 친구가 되었네.
결투를 통해 다져진 우정이라니. 이거 참 뻔하면서도 드문 이야기군요. 그렇다면 기사의 호언대로 당신의 바람은 이루어졌나요?
그런 것 같기도 하다만.
너희 이게 대체 무슨 술수인지 알고 있어? 몸이 계속 움직이지도 않고.
그걸 알았으면 저희가 이렇게 가만히 있겠어요?
하지만 제가 짐작했을 땐 말이죠. 둘의 우정을 질투한 자들도 생겼을 겁니다. 모험가와 기사 간의 돈독한 우정은 시기를 유발하기 마련이니까요.
그건 그랬었지. 주위의 많은 이들이 우리의 우정을 시기하였지.
가시주님, 조심하십시오.
다들 정신 차려. 저자의 말에 현혹되지 말고 똑바로.
네, 바로 저렇게 말하면서요. 하지만 진실된 우정을 끝까지 지키고 싶었던 당신은 둘의 사이를 갈라놓으려 했던 자들을 향해 그 정의로운 랜스를 휘둘렀습니다. 랜스를 휘둘렀습니다.
네, 이놈을! 어디서 또다시 더러운 술수를 쓰는 것이냐!
이런... 그만 이야기가 끊겨버렸군요. 가련한 자들입니다. 신부는 이 모두에게 정성스러운 마음을 담아 보살피려 했지만 실패했죠. 정작 이곳을 만든 자는 제대로 돌아보지도 않았는데요. 들리시나요? 저곳은 오늘도 퍼레이드가 한창이군요. 라마차랜드의 카니발 속 퍼레이드는 놓치면 안 될 필수적인 행사죠. 그러니 다음 이야기는 잠시 미뤄두겠습니다.
So unlike in the first part, we don't actually end off with only just the first button. But then again, we did have a lot of preamble at the very beginning of this canto. So even though button 2 has been finished, let's go handle button 3, shall we? Go face this. Oh well. Well, not yet. Never mind. Yeah, okay then. Damn it, Ji-chun.
저자는 누구지? 내 세력이 전부 손도 못 쓰고 그대로 당할 뻔했어.
How dare you have reasonable questions?
그리고 너희 일행 중 저자는 또 뭐야? 저자에게 유독 관심이 많아 보였어.
역시 본인이 이 중 가장 조심해야 할 자라는 걸 눈치챈 것인가?
탐탁치는 않지만 아가씨 혈육에 기록하십시오.
웨이, 오빠가 이 틈을 타서 날 죽이면 어쩌려고?
하지만 도련님은 드물게도
알아? 그럴 사람이 아니지. 원춘 언니였어 봐.
그분이라면 당장이라도 휘하의 암자들을 풀었겠죠.
맞아. 다른 언니 오빠들은 저마다 부리고 있는 패거리들로 진작에 우리를 습격했을 테니까. 아니, 나는 이미 그럴 가치도 없나.
보옥도련님밖엔 당장의 방법이 없습니다. 들리십니까? 음악 소리가 멈추지 않고 계속.
알아. 3구역에서 뭔가가 잘못되었어.
오기로 한 거니? 시춘?
임시 동맹이야. 우리 둘 다 분배금이 목표는 아니고 서로 각자 찾고 있는 게 있을 것 같은데. 그때까지 당분간은.
알아. 할머니가 주신 간식을 다 먹고 나면 다시 싸움 시작인 거지?
자신의 뒤치다거리를 해달라고 부탁하는 놈 치고는 말투가 상당히 건방지군.
나와 부하들은 이 구역을 1시간도 안 되어서 토벌했어. 그리고 너희는 한참이 지나서야 이곳에 도착했지. 우리는 중간에 놓고 온 게 있어서 그런 거거든? 우리는 30분도 안 되어서 전부... 그래. 그럼 내가 합류하면 눈 깜빡할 사이에 전부 토벌되겠네. 아무래도 뒤치다거리라기보단 써먹기 좋은 상등품 운자가 너희들에게 온 것 같지 않아?
참, 너무 뻔뻔하게 나오니까 어이가 없는데? 아, 그래. 이렇게 보니 닮은 것 같기도 하네, 너랑.
칭찬인가요?
여기야.
Man, this Kanto's entire specialty is hyping up a different person's Kanto. Oh yeah, I'm so ready for Hong Lu and not to be with Dawn. Yeah, I may have, the joke may be, I don't know as enough about Don Quixote as I should, but fuck me, I don't know anything about Hong Lu's book other than a brief summary, so I'm super intrigued, and I'm like, man. I do not feel bad about that one. I'm fuck Hong Lu's book, I ain't reading that shit.
신보라는 대장 혈기도 결국 저 이상한
Goodbye, priest, I love you.
1구역에 그 이발사라는 관리자 혈기도 저자가 데려간 걸 보면
정신 나간 말을 중얼거리는데 혼자만 제정신인 것 같은 것도 거슬려.
무대의 장치 혹은 주연을 모으려는 행동으로 여겨지는군요. 그렇다면 저희가 가장
Hong Lu's book, if I remember correctly, is longer than like every other book combined.
어떤 의도인지가
A slight exaggeration. I don't think it's all of them, but he's longer than a good chunk of them combined. And I've also heard that it's really boring. Like, it's so bad. I watched a video of, like, a plot synopsis of all of them. The plot synopsis guy is like, yeah, I did not finish this book. That's not a good sign. I don't know what he does, and I don't care.
짜증나네요. 남의 손바닥 위에서 움직이는 기분이라.
저 관리자님, 아니 단테님. 눈치채고 계실 거라고 생각하지만 혹시나 해서요. 이번 임무는 돈키호테 씨와 관련된 것이라는 걸요. 그리고 그걸 돈키호테 씨는 모르고 있고요.
통하게 그지없군. 또다시 눈앞에서 저 얍삽한 혈기놈을 놓치다니.
그런 것 치곤 홀랑 넘어가서 이야기만 잘만 하던데.
본인의 모험담을 들려달라는 말이 이렇게나 매혹적이었을 줄 몰랐다네. 물론 로망 리스트에 있는 상황이라 해도 계속 참지 못하다니. 돌아가면 정신 수양을.
그걸 저희에게 알려주지 않는 것도 단테 씨만의 이유가 있는 거고요. 기억나세요? 제가 고향에 갔을 때 돈키호테 씨가 저를 막 때려눕혀가지고 지금 생각하면 조금 부끄럽긴 하지만 그때 제가 분별을 잃고 날뛰고 있으니까 돈키호테 씨가 그랬잖아요. 정신 차려야 한다고. 그런 상황에서 몸소 나서서 행동하는 것도 분명 쉽진 않았을 거예요. 하지만 돈키호테 씨는 망설임 없이 저를 위해서 걸음을 떼주신 분이었고요. 저도 그런 동료가 되고 싶어요. 그렇게 되기 위해 노력해왔고요. 아직은 좀 부족할지도 모르겠지만요. 너무 과분한 욕심은 아니겠죠?
뭐가 좋은 욕심이라는 것인가? 뭘 그리 놀라는 겐가? 관리자 나리도 깨달아버린 것인 겐가? 아무리 봐도 말이오, 이번 의뢰는 홍루군과 관련 있어 보이지 않는가? 에? 관리자 나리, 보기보다 눈치가 참 없구려. 홍루군이 아까부터 표정도 계속 요상하고.
똑같은 것 같은데요?
거기다 혈육과 예상치 못한 재회도 하지 않았는가? 또한 들어본 적도 없는 수많은 혈육의 이름들과 암투의 향기까지. 비록 본인은 혈육이란 걸 가져본 적 없지만 참으로 싱숭생숭할 것도 같다 생각하네. 그러니 관리자 나리, 홍루군을 잘 돌봐주시게. 어떻게 보면 우리 모두가 제각각의 모험을 하는 중 아닌가? 모험은 곧 고행과 같이 그 험난한 여정을 꺾이지 않는 마음으로 극복해 나가는 것은 굉장히 중요한 일이네. 예를 들어 본인이 옛날에 했던 모험에서 보면 말이지, 그것은 한 선술집에서 일어난 일이었는데
Sinclair once again proving, well, I mean, Sinclair once again proving that as of the game's initial launch, he was like my second favorite sinner. He's not quite that high up anymore, but my god, he's so good. We don't get as many, like, serious Sinclair scenes, but man, he's still got that sauce. He's still got it. God. Now, I don't want to break up the pacing later. I think this is a good time for a break. I am gonna go get something to drink, go use the restroom. And then we shall finish off. I think it's... How many nodes left? It's only 5 more nodes, yeah. How long are those nodes gonna be? Long enough. I will be right back. You know, I don't know a single Limbus Company book fan who's ever read fucking Don Quixote. You know, it's a pretty shit book. I don't think I've ever read the book before. I think it's one of the bad books. You know, you can just skip over that one. There's gotta be at least one guy who's really mad at me. Damn. Area 3's got... That's okay, that's not like a beat sound. That's someone like hitting a corpse. It's just like a meaty thud. Huh. Well, we're here now. Vocal track in a non-boss fight.
살려주세요. 이 앞에는 무엇이 있지?
아하, 새로 오신 손님이군요. 오늘은 손님이 많이 오시는 날이죠. 이 앞에는 당연히 퍼레이드의 주인공, 아름다운
Dulcinea! Welcome back to Octopath Traveler 2, everybody!
이곳에서도 여전히 분위기랑 안 맞는 질문 하고 다니는 거야?
둘 중 하나죠. 키주머니가 되어서 여기에 있거나 키주머니들을 죽이고 저 앞까지 갔거나.
더 앞으로 가야겠네요.
아니, 너희는 여기에 남아야지. 이리 와, 같이 춤추자.
Oh. Well, we're doing one of these. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? I promise this time it's like not a lie. Trust me. Like, come on, man. You don't gotta be so doubting of me this time. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh no, they've ruined my team. You, and then you. Oh god, who comes in? It has to be you. Oh my god, I haven't even commented. Please ignore the fact that my Los Marashis Jefe Sinclair in his ass kicking outfit is now level 50. Please do not ask that question. I will not give you an answer. Now I need to be level 46. It's getting bad. Unfortunately, all my loud slurping, I think, just got entirely eaten by my noise suppression, but I'm in the festive spirit. Alright, we got a team of 6 dudes versus our team of 6. Who the fuck are you? When did you get in my team? Anyway, that's not important. So here's the... We're gonna ignore the blood bags. The blood bags just do weaker shit than the normal blood fiends do. They're not important. Withered, as to be expected. But the Festive Fever, max 10 count, turn start to gain the 1 offense level per 3 stacks. Used for special skills. So at 5 plus Festive Fever, plus 2 power, these dudes actually do inflict rupture. But the Festive Fever well, maybe they have a different bloody thing. Let's see. Blood Feast, Festive Fever, you can just, yeah. Blooming Thorn, there's their thing. Max value 10. When taking damage from skills, inflict bleed equal to half of this effect stack against the attacker. So these motherfuckers are the ones that actually can inflict rupture on like a normal skill, and they don't have the bloody thing that relates to rupture. They instead have a thorns effect, like they're playing fucking Malkuth. Yeah, whatever. They all have unbreakable coins and bullshit. I don't give a fuck. A festive mood. Gain 1 festival fever every time this unit gains a positive buff with skill effects. Upon start, gain festive fever equal to the number of other allies. A turn end, lose festive equal to the number of allies that were killed this turn. A turn end heal SP equal to festive fever on self. Does not activate at minus 45 SP. Turn end at 8 plus festive fever. Use a powerful skill next turn. Blood suck and blood coagulant, thirst for blood, blood feast, severed, unwithered, severed, wither, severed, wither. It's not even the word they're using. Kill. Oh, I didn't even look at the new woman. I completely forgot. She's going. She's in there. She inflicted rupture. So... Jiashi-chun, a family head candidate. Very interesting. Isn't that fun? Gia family. What did she do? No ego, understandably. She does actually have passives. Crimson Strike. If the target has 5 plus negative effects, class power plus 1. Base power plus 1 for every 3 rupture on target. You know, inflict 2 rupture. This is insane, though. This is inflict 2 rupture count. This is a plus 2 to rupture count. That is like unheard of for rupture teams. That level of rupture count positivity on a skill 1 is... That's the sound of my brain exploding. Please don't stop laughing at me. But if you look at her passive, on kill with this unit stack, she'll gain poise equal to rupture, not important. If this unit's offense level is higher than the target, gain 1 clash power and inflict 1 more rupture potency and count 2 times per turn. And then the clash leaves gain 3 defense level up. That's fine. This is a fucking +3/+3. This is a fucking +4 rupture count skill 1. What the fuck? Oh my god! I think they really want you to use rupture against these guys. I'm sorry, Yisong. I'm sorry, Heathcliff. Honglu is my new favorite Kanto, because that is very clearly going to be the rupture Kanto, and I cannot possibly contain it. Skill 2. None of this matters. 1 rupture count, rupture count, inflict 2 rupture count. This is rupture neutral. It's slightly less than neutral. It's like neutral asterisk, because skill 3 doesn't inflict rupture count, this one inflicts 2. So you could, in theory, hit 0, then jump back up. But, like, you know, still, it's still neutral. You gain 1 attack weight for every 4 negative effects on the target, max 2. That's stupid. If the target's 5 negative base power, if the sum of the target's rupture count is a 15 coin power plus 15. You notice how this doesn't inexplicably restrict her ability to apply rupture count? Anyway, clash win plus 2 rupture count. Oh, by the way, you know how I said this is neutral? No, this is actually plus 2 because of her passive. Plus 4, plus 2. This would actually be plus 1. No, it's actually plus 2 because of her passive. Yeah, inflict 7 bleed, deal 200% more damage. The bleed count poise. She's poise, rupture, bleed, and a like negative ailment stim. Because she inflicts defense level down too. She does fucking everything. Gain poise. Yeah, she's like in everything ID. And she's so cool for that. She's real for that. I mean, if you ever wanted to run a rupture team, this would be the time to do it. None of them hit her. Damn it, I wanted her to get the fucking counters off, but no one's hitting her. Bastards.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
God, I love how meaty some of those thwacks can be. Those ones are not quite as meaty, but, you know. That's a middle merceau for you.
옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 내 바로 척을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
담겨 있지.
And another nice thing is, Jia Shichun is just randomly taking clashes for us, so I just don't need to bother with him. Look at her using 2 skills. Isn't she cute? I'm so proud of her. Chat. No, 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 don't, no. There we go. There's the 2 one-sided guards, but I believe in the fucking envy line. Very important. Even funnier, Xia-Chun has a goddamn envy skill. It's her skill 3, and she has an un-sin affinity guard. So that means she's not at up type 4. What a fucking loser. But she can in fact fit in with the envy team. She's the perfect unit. Look at her, she's doing envy things. Resonance. Oh, dude, I'm gonna resonate. I'm resonating right now.
잘 들어. 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해. 그럼 공격이 더 매서워지거든.
What's this? That's lust. We don't care about lust. Lust isn't real. Alright, now just kill him. Oh, I'm resonating. I will match colors. I will not read any line of dialogue, and I will win. I wish she had a pride skill, just because inexplicably having her also feed into the stupid pride resonance would just be the peak. The peakest of peaks. She's in every team ever. I mean, to be fair, you would want to apply her to every team ever, because she doesn't fuck up with anything you're doing. She just does her own stuff, and that's free damage. She's the 7th sinner you didn't invite. And now we load. Wait, did she actually appear in the post-match lobby? No. Damn it. These numbers don't add up at all. I know she lost a clash somewhere because she's a loser. Also, you can see we took comedically small amounts of damage. You could tell that's where we randomly had the blooming thorns proc for 2 bleed. And we're like, oh no, I've been damaged. This area didn't give me any XP. This is a fucking rip-off. I fucking hate it here. Fuck this place. This doesn't even have a novel. This is just violence. Oh yeah, we're already needing to be level 47. They're really cranking it up. And to be fair, Blooming Thorns is the most threatening of the status ailments. Bloody Hands didn't matter. They didn't inflict rupture, so it mattered not. Bloody Scissor Blades could if it, like, snowballed, but that would, like, never happen. But Blooming Thorns will happen no matter what. You just have to deal with it. It is up to you to contend with their status ailment. That's not very nice. It doesn't do very much, but if you're already in, like, a losing position, forcibly taking even more bleed damage can really be the determiner. Like, look, Ishmael has 3 bleed, 5 count. If she got, like, another, like, 3 bleed from that, from a Blooming Thorn, that would be 15 more damage. That could be enough to stagger her pretty readily. That's just bad luck if it goes down that way. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know what the benefits of, like, lower tier resonances are. Like, we have an Envy Resonance, a Gloom Resonance, and a Pride Resonance. The only one that I know is an Absolute Resonance, which is 3 colors all next to each other, like, in a row. I know that gives you Final Power +1. I don't know what just Like if I did these two red, it says Wrath Resonance right here. I don't know what that does. Because if you go Envy, 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 because it goes Envy Resonance to an Absolute an A-Res. Ooh, sexy. But I don't know what the non-Absolute Resonance does off the top of my head. It is. I am not privileged with that knowledge. It's because at the end of the day, the resonance effects are so minor. It's probably just a small damage increase. I doubt it'll be like a numerical value. It's probably like, oh, you do 10% more damage. Maybe even like 5%. It's gonna be something small.
하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 밤새 끝나는 게 싸우자.
These have resonance of the same color they build up. They still build up. They just aren't absolute resonance. So if a condition requires 6+ resonance, they don't have to be together. Okay. I actually didn't know that. I meant like even outside of that. Like the fucking tutorial of the game says, oh man, do even normal resonances. It ups your damage or something. And I'm like, I don't remember. Like here, watch me get a it's an A-res. Whatever. Fuck them. Oh, go yes. So you get Serious Skullbuster, enemy that just came into the fight. What if you died? Isn't Serious Skullbuster fun? That dude had a good time. It's like a smidgen of offense level. If it was like 1 offense level, like that would at least be useful. That'd be 1/3 of a Clash power increase. Fine. God, I love Project Moon tutorials. Do we want to go back to the good old days of Project Moon tutorials and with Lobotomy Corporation? They don't tell you shit. They just say go read. Well, I mean, I say that, but at the same time, that is actually one of the best games for tutorialization. The problem is that the tutorials, they're just like, go do it yourself. That game has a good tutorial, but you need to read it. Like, it's super information dense, and like being super information dense. It's why the #1 thing people always advise is check the fucking manual. But then again, that game is entirely about information. It doesn't give you all the details, though, because you don't really need it. Like, but when you get to Ruina, that's when it's like, ah, yes, I don't know what anything does. I'm unfortunately too divorced from that discourse. I don't know if Ruina or Limbus would have a worse tutorial, but Limbus is pretty bad. Limbus is just match colors. I think they tell you briefly what clashing is, but it's a lot of it's just like, here's how to match colors. Like, it's a shitty fucking, like, Bejeweled game. It's like 6th or 7th thing you should be focusing on in, like, your average turn. You know what I mean? I'm only focusing on it so much because I've built my team entirely around resonance. It's like the whole point. Man, I'm a Puyo Puyo master. Watch as I click the purple button. Yeah. You know what? You are entirely correct. You literally can just match colors to succeed in Limbus Company. In Ruina, there is a reason why that game is instant death if you do not. And I remember even going back to read the fucking Mass Attack tutorial, and I got confused even though I know how Mass Attacks work. It was so bad they had to make them easier to understand in this game. We no longer have Mass Attack singulars. Those don't exist anymore. Or I forget their phrasing. It's like individual or some shit like that. Cumulative is how it works in this, but like individual does not.
피를 향한 욕망을 제외한 혈기로서의 특성과 힘은 모두 잃으니까요. 그러다가 카세티가 금기를 어긴 것에 반응한 로신한테가 돈키호테 씨의 발에서 스스로 벗겨졌고, 혈기로서의 본성을 되찾은 돈키호테 씨는 해륜을 저지르려 한 카세티에게 큰 거부감과 분노를 느꼈을 테죠. 유독 강렬한 공격성을
That sounds like bullshit to me, but yeah, alright.
그 때문이었을 겁니다.
미치겠네. 줄이 뭐 이렇게 길어?
불만을 중얼거릴 시간은 없다. 관리자님이 편안히 선 들어갈 수 있게 빨리 길을 닦아두도록.
I like that we technically have a title of executive manager. Only Otis ever calls us that ever.
노래 가사가 왠지 모르게 점점
그래, 귀찮아진.
This canto is entirely about, like, hey, can we make you feel bad for a bunch of disgusting-ass bloodsuckers? And they succeeded at, like, the very beginning of the priest area for me. Like, there was a little bit of it, maybe a touch in the butcher area, but I'm like, oh, they're just bloodsuckers, you know, whatever. Maybe they're just a bit insane. It's when we got to the haunted mansion, I'm just like, I just kind of feel bad for these guys. They're just doing their job. And then when you get to the priest, I'm like, damn, man, I'm just... Vergilius, are we the bad guys? Oh, snow. That's a free battle, okay.
이거 참 설레는구려.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저보다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
A nice touch if you didn't notice. She actually isn't here when you load into the match. She just pops into existence, like, on screen. It's a good time.
보자, 너. 방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 눈에 바로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지. 뭐야? 파이팅이다.
총원 돌격!
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패.
대가리 딱 때리.
God, the blood fiend that Dawn's hitting right now took like 80 to 100 bleed damage. Just ticked the 20 bleed damage 4 or 5, maybe 3 times. It was like, God, I thought this was meant to be your domain. Why are you the one out here gushing from every orifice? Watch and be amazed how much a vampire can bleed. The results may surprise you.
한줄 긋지.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
하나 눕혔네.
야.
이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게 싸우는 거지.
I think you're actually right. Yeah, gain 15 bleed, trigger it once and reduce bleed count by 1. You are actually entirely correct. I was wondering how I had gotten so much bleed, but no, it is literally their entire job to get themselves to a monstrous amount of bleed. Look at that. I've never really paid attention to bleed damage in these fights. Mainly just because they're hallway fights and I'm kind of autopiloting, but I'm currently eating and so I have to, like, pay attention extra much so that's fine.
가까워진다. 하늘의 끝.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다.
하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게 싸움인 법이지.
대답하지 마.
I have a feeling people would get pissy, and kind of understandably, that, like, their favorite sinner was reduced to just a blood bag. Like, everyone else is getting canonical blood fiend IDs, and you're just like, oh. You made Hong Lu a fucking blood bag? What's he not real in this timeline? Asshole. What's his job to just die? Based. God. Could you imagine if the Big Dawn ID is just a blood bag? Finally, Project Moon will have earned my money. Rusted chains, Walpurgis. You say that as a joke, but if there was any time for it to show up, it would be now. We just had a Lobco one, so we need a Ruin at Walpurgis. And it fits in the theme with Self-Bleed. We got a bunch of IDs that scale off of it. Yeah, no, this is the time if we're ever gonna get it. I think this is it. I'm just gonna click the funny button.
기적해 찾아졌지 않나. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
되갚았습니다.
이걸로 제가 팠군. 이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지. 보았나? 저건 이렇게 짓이겨졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
Actually,
보았나? 저건 이렇게
I'm kind of letting that idea simmer, and you might be cooking more than you think. Because I'm like, well, who would be the leader? Obviously, it'd be Heathcliff. Like, he actually looks like the leader of the Rusty Chain. But, like, he hasn't gotten a big ID this season thus far. Because it's going to be like, we know it's Gregor is the priest. We know Dawn's going to be getting a big ID. Otis got the barber. Merceau is the sink guy. Ishmael is the Zwei. Sinclair got another Zwei ID. No, we'll wait a second and then we'll talk about what Rodion is about to be earning. Oh wow, I forgot how many of these are just fights. Look at that. But then, like who's left out of that? Hong Lu. Hong Lu doesn't have an ID. So it's like Faust, Yi Song, Hong Lu, or Heathcliff and Hong Lu. These four. These four have not yet or do not have like a big ID clearly coming. And even then, Faust and Hong Lu both got an ego. Oh, he's the Blood Fiend Hunter. You're right. I totally forgot that idea exists. So, yeah, no, it's just these three then. And even then, Faust just got a new ego. And I could understand them stepping off the gas for Yi Song because he just got Ring Song. But he might be the next... Does he actually have a wall? No, he got a Walpurgis Noct ID with gun. Heathcliff does not have a Walpurgisnacht ID. Oh my god, I think you might have just... It all's coming together. Bullet, you've done it. He doesn't have a Walpurgisnacht ID. It's perfect. You've cracked the code. I don't even think he has like a... Yeah. Like it's gonna have to be Red Riding Hood for Ishmael. Hers is all... It would probably have to be, if we were gonna do that, it would be, one of them would have to be the wolf. And the only other person that's super about revenge is Heathcliff. So we'd probably have to wait on that. And that would then play off the two of their dynamic. Like, it would have to be Heathcliff Ishmael for the, like, the pair. Because you gotta have both. You cannot just drop just the fucking Red Hood. You can't do it. I'll be so mad. Also, for the people at home, this is a fucking 16-way fight. Have fun. He's got a lot of weird furry insinuation. People also keep putting, like, cat ears on the fucking... I think you posted it, too. They keep putting fucking cat ears on his fucking Opie ID for some reason. I don't... People are getting weird. Do we also not want to talk about the fact that, he's got a bunch of, like, wolf ego, too? Like, his distortion was a wolf, and we've also got, oh, I don't have it equipped, but his telepole is, like, a big wolf, too. Like, he got, that was one of the earlier IDs, was telepole, and it made him a furry. So, I think it's less so meant to be the furry thing and more of, like, the animalistic instinct, but yeah, no. Ishmael Heath would definitely fit as that pair. Like, if I had a gun to my head and I said it couldn't be Ishmael for Red Hood, I'd say probably Ryoshu next. She's the only one that would be so violent. And then beyond that, it would be like Otis, I guess. But, like, plus we know Red Hood is a lady, but we don't know, and so that would be weird for it to be anyone else. Like, if I had my dream world, of course Merceau would be Red Hood, which would be perfect, but unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. But then again, the answer of Merceau ID is, of course, the correct answer for any question. Yeah. That's why I said, if I had, like, a gun to my head and I had to pick someone other than Ishmael, I would say, like, Ryoshu, but...
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저보다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
내가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다. 기적해 찾아잡지 않나.
It would make me wonder if they would do a Lobco or a Ruina variant. Because if we went Ruina, we would actually have a weird third option. Because if you remember in the Ruina version, we have, like, the memory of a wolf, the idealized version of a wolf, that is in the Red Hood boss fight, but isn't, like, actually the wolf, because you fight the wolf separately. That could also be an ego. Or, like, an aspect of her kit, too. But if we went, OG Lobco, we have a lot more for the wolf itself. Because we actually have, like, gear and a weapon for the wolf in, Lobco. I love seeing Pequod Heathcliff use stock prey 3 times in a row because the game's fucking cool and I get to just cheat.
한 놈도 남지 않을
Honestly, if we're talking about like other shit that we'd want to see, one that I'm really curious to see how they do would be Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is in one of my like S tier Abnos from Lobco, but I just want to see how they would like represent the big metal box spider with the saw blades. It would probably have to be an ego. There's no way they can make an ID out of him. Like, I don't even think Schadenfreude has a weapon. Like, Schadenfreude's a loser. But if Schadenfreude has gear, I think it's probably one of the generic ones. One of the ones that's just like a reskin of the default suit. But been too long. The other answer are all the obvious ones. I just want to see the tool abnormalities come back. Shelter from the 17th of March or whatever the fuck. I want that guy. I want that as an ID. Fucking center stage of an entire Walmart stock. There's a toothy pizza cutter. No, yeah. Okay, that would be really stupid to be swinging around. Maybe he can just be an ego. But other ones that I talked about, like, I really want to see fucking Dracula. Like, I don't even know what his name is. It's just like it's like the very clearly blood fiend dude that I talked about in a prior episode. That only showed up in Runa because he was a cut abnormality from Lava. Nosferatu, thank you. I want him. I want him so badly. Like, the whole theme of this place is the fact that they can't fucking drink blood, and if they do, they lose control, because, like, all these assholes are fucking drinking blood, because they're shitheads. They're like the evil ones that they were talking about in the butcher area, that they're, like, drinking blood and kind of losing themselves. Bastards. Like, he fits in thematically, too. Man. Unless he's just, like... Yeah. I mean, we just kind of see abnormalities as we go along because of dungeons. Like, I just straight up want... Like, I'm gonna be honest, if he is just, like, inexplicably the king, the Primogen, I would be okay with that. Like, that would be a very acceptable answer. There's no way that would make sense. But I'd be happy with that timeline. Who's ready, everybody? Like, what am I looking at right now? What is she standing on? They fucked up that guy. Elephants aren't real in this world, you should know that.
그만둬야 할 이유에 대해서.
그 답은 단순하다네. 그리고 명확하지. 정의롭지 않은 행동이지 않은가? 이 악독한 라만차는들을 토벌하기 위해 우리가 왔으니 창조자가 있는 곳을 순순히 털어놓고 마땅한 벌을 받으시게나.
그렇구나. 너 그 유치한 놀이는 아직까지도 안 끝난 거니?
이건 놀이가 아닐세. 숭고한 모험의 일부지.
그 눈. 나는 언제나 너의 그 눈을 미워했지. 눈앞에 벌어지는 모든 것엔 관심 없다는 듯이 한 발짝 뒤에서 구경만 하려는 듯한 그 눈. 그 눈이 다시 생기 있게 반짝거릴 날이 대체 언제일까 싶었는데 바로 지금이구나. 그런데 여전히 증오스러워. 반짝거려도 여전히 역겹고 미워할 수밖에 없는 눈이네. 우리는 매일 이곳을 돌았지. 똑같은 한 바퀴를 똑같은 마음으로 새로운 날이 시작되길 기대하면서 비록 왕자 역할을 맡은 카세티는 자신만의 왕국을 만들기 위해 이곳을 벗어났지만 혼자 남은 공주로도 사람들은 열광할 거야.
음악으로 사람들을 홀린 건 당신의 소행이었니?
틀렸어. 나도 홀린 거야. 다들 내가 이 행렬의 선두에 있다고 행렬의 주인으로 착각해. 제일 아름답고 고귀한 나, 돌신의 아이기에 카니발의 주인공이 되었을 뿐 나 역시 이 행렬의 일부지.
그런 거였나? 망가진 것들이 서로 물고 물어 영혼을 이뤘고.
이제 알겠어. 라만체랜드는 우리의 처음과 끝을 재현하는 장소야. 놀이공원은 항상 즐거운 곳이 되어야 한다고 했었으니까. 우리가 우리였던 행복했던 처음과 끝을 끊임없이 반복하는 거야. 그렇다면 이 모든 기억이 즐거워지게 될 테니까.
중요한 건가? 이 구역을 찾아온 해결사들은
웃기지? 우리랑 항의했던 다른 해결사가 배신하는 바람에 전부 죽었어. 처음에 잔뜩 폼만 잡아놓고 결국 뒤통수 맞아서 죽는 꼴이라니.
전멸이 아니라 행렬에 동참한 거지. 우리의 끝을 논하기엔 이자들은 자격을 갖추지 못했거든. 증오에 잡아먹혀서 더 이상 더 나은 행복을 목표하지 않아. 그저 우리를 최대한 많이 죽이는 것만이 삶의 지표가 된 것들. 추악하고 불쌍하지. 우리가 하고자 했던 건 고작 재현에 불과한데.
진짜니 불쾌감을 참을 수 없군. 네 놈들을 심판하는 것에 무슨 자격이 필요한 겐가? 너희 혈기들은 피를 마시기 위해서 사람을 죽이고 악행을 일삼는다지. 자, 그런 이유로 사람들을 죽인단 말인가? 피를 먹고 싶다는 그 이유 하나만으로? 즉 그런 사소한 욕망으로 사람의 목숨을 빼앗는단 말인가?
지금 생각해보니 나는 네가 부러운 걸지도 모르겠어. 그 이름을 지닌 대가로 저들이 원하는 모든 걸 네가 가지다니. 아무것도 모른다는 듯이 빛나는 그 눈 역시 마음에 들지 않아.
This is what I meant by Odeon getting an ID. I hope you all can understand why. Tonbon Honkaros. Donahon Cougars. Alright, come on, Dulcinea. Level 50. They truly are asking of you to have every single one of your centers. Ow. They want all 12 of your centers to be level 50. Even my active party isn't. A lot of them are only level 49. So, we got Blood Fiends, but the main thing is the disgraced Blood Bag. Ah, poor Romero. He jobbed all the way to the grave. And he's all about Rupture again, but nothing particularly exciting comes out of him. Clumsy blood-sucking, because he's a loser. On hit, if target is bleed, heal by 5 to 10% of damage dealt, you know, roughly. He's got a big old bow in his head. Usual stuff. But the really relevant thing is Missy over here. Dulcinea, Blood Fiend, second Kindred. Withered, hers is notably minus 35. That is by far the largest we have ever seen. The Butcher was minus 25, but hers is minus 35. That is insane. Festive Fever is the same, but the Imperfect Parade, a max value of 50. Gain 2 when a Blood Bag dies. Gain 3 when a Blood Fiend dies. Turn start, gain 1 Fragile every time this unit consumes a cumulative 5 stacks. So killing off her friends makes her weaker. Because if you notice, she has 8 protection, which means you will do no damage. And if it wasn't immediately apparent, it is a very, very good idea to bring a Rupture team into this fight. Because she's still here. The best Rupture unit in the game is not even your ID, but she's here. And, well, I'm going to actually try to make her... I'm just going to ignore Dulcinea, because in my attempt I did take a few swings at her. But I'm going to not attack Dulcinea as much as possible, because I want to see how much Jia Shichun can actually get Rupture going on Dulcinea while we're doing other stuff. Because obviously we want to stack up as much Imperfect Parade as possible to make her fragile. But we also got this. Unstoppable Bliss. On death, gain an ego resource for the 3 least owned ego resources. Even more incentive to kill them. Inflict 3+ bleed count against the enemy. Prioritize the unit that killed this unit. So, unfortunately, when they die, they also make you bleed. All allies at 5+ Festive Fever gain a haste next turn. All allies without Festive Fever gain 1 Clash power-up. So, kill them to gain resources, even further incentivizing it. These are just Blood Fiend, Blood Bag, and then Romero. And then we've also got these. We'll worry about the skills as we go along, because spoilers. Parade of Happiness. Gains a new pattern, dropping to 66%. We'll worry about that later. Gains a new pattern at 33%. We'll worry about that later. Turn 5. If it 5+ Imperfect Parade uses a powerful skill. So it makes her fragile, but it's going to be scary. Parade Lady. Turn start, gain 8 protection. With every ally death, gain 1 less protection. Turn in if you did not take any HP damage this turn. Gain 2 haste next turn. So, that's kind of why you kind of want to take a few swings at her. I'm kind of going to be a bit bold with this one, but yeah, yeesh. This is how it ends. Turn in if there are no survivors nor backup allies. We'll worry about that later. Blood Feast, Starved and Withered, Festival of Wonder, because it's the Festive Fever generating effect again. Panic Recovery and Fixed Panic. Pride of Nihility. Turn start, gain attack power, defense level down, take 5 SP, we know. Anyway. Let's, Oh yes, this cool. Walk with Grace. Prioritizes an unstaggered ally. If the target is an ally, gain Clash Power plus 10 and fix the damage to 0 at all times. Clash Power plus 1 for every 3 bleed on the target. On hit, inflict 3 bleed. If the target is an ally, replace this effect with gain 3 offense level next turn. Oh my god! She's doing the Soup Claire thing of targeting her allies. It'd be real fun if they're just eternally staggered. And again, this is even more incentive to run a Rupture team, because despite the fact that this is in fact dealing 0 damage and only giving buffs, despite the fact that it's dealing 0 damage, it is still considered to be hitting the target, and thus will proc effects. A la, if they're below a stagger threshold, they will be staggered and they will trigger Rupture. So, if the target's an ally, so this is offense level up, this is defense level up. Usual shit. Back to the audience hither. Final power plus 1 for... Back in the audience hither. Final power plus 1 for every 5 Festive Fever on self. Or every 6 bleed on the target. Max of 4. At less than 5 Blood Feast, gain 15 bleed, immediately trigger it, blah 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 blah. Blood Feast, gain offense level. It's just a lot of shit. You know, Blood Feast. They're still doing this Blood Feast shit. Offense level up. But what's relevant? Unbreakable Coin. Hit after a Clash win, inflict 5 bleed count. And on hit, gain 3 Blooming Thorn. So that's the other big problem with her, is that she's constantly reflecting bleed back onto you, which is very annoying. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. And there's any skill, because I see that Jia Shichun. Dulcinea. Hey, welcome to the best... Would I say that she was the best, sarcastically? Probably. Say hello to the best final boss from, fucking Octopath Traveler 2. Zion, since you're here, give me a rundown. What's up with Dulcinea in the books? What's her role? I don't actually know. It sounds very sarcastic, but I genuinely do truly have no idea what her role in the novels would be. Educate the class. Surprise, you have shown up in my stream. You will now educate me. You have become indoctrinated into the lore gatherer. I'm going to kill this man. There we go. There we go. That's looking way better. Okay. So then we'll have you attack this slot. Swap back over to you. Oh. Fair enough. That would do it, wouldn't it? So this is the problem with her whole shtick of, oh, she's constantly buffing her allies' offense and defense level. You can't have a buffed offense level, effectively, if you're staggered. But it is great that the more I hit her, the more damage I take instead, because she's constantly reflecting bleed back onto me. So attacking her is just actively a bad idea. Also, how dare you refer to Don Quixote as needing, quote-unquote, a bitches. Don Quixote is a noble knight and has no need for such crass language. Now what do we got here? Same deal as before, and then like the counter. So just don't ever hit this. Combat start, just gain a shitload of Blooming Thorn. It's actually, you're clearly wanting to clash with this, because this deprives her of Blooming Thorn. But, yeah. There's no really good outcome that makes me happy in any of these timelines. She's just like Chesed. She is like a Chesed playstyle, where she's very clearly meant to be constantly, like, gaining advantage based on the amount of teammates alive, but it would be really difficult, yeah, to make, like, an ID out of this. I really hope I can break this motherfucker's evade. We just kind of gotta hope on it. Keep killing the friends, because that deprives them of the fun of the festival. Huh. It is actually very interesting. No, that's super cool. Like, I originally did say it as a joke, but I actually don't know. Like, I've absorbed a lot of it, but that just through osmosis, but I genuinely did not. She just killed her with Rupture! Dulcinea, you heartless! Oh, hey, look, it's one of the random moots. And what are you doing? The parade repeats for eternity, because she's at 5. Let's see what this does. Oh, don't look at that one. Parade repeats for eternity. Attack weight of sadness. Clash power +1 for every 20 blood feed consumed. Oh, no. Max 10. At less than 50 blood feast, gets a bunch of bleed. Consume half a blood feast. Consume all imperfect parade. Gain 10 festival fever. On hit, healed by 25% of damage dealt twice. And healed by 50% of the damage dealt. Inflict 5 bleed and 5 rupture. After the current coin attack, gain a blooming thorn for every 10 blood feast. This is not good. She's got a lot of blooming thorn, and we are not in a good spot right now. So what I can do is I can do this, though. Oh shit, she's super fast, that's right. She's going for Heathcliff. We're gonna have to just, like, hope that Pequod Heath can, like, carry us to the W. But, that's life for now. Doing the counter, got an absolute resonance. The +1 final power. If Heathcliff hits enough heads, we'll be fine. But we have to hit enough heads. Here we go. Plus whatever the hell Jia Shichun is doing. Oh, guess who didn't hit enough heads? I actually hit all tails, fun fact. I was very statistically unlikely for that to happen, but I hit every single tails. So, oops, I guess I lose. And now I've used my Just Vengeance on the wrong person. Very cool. Luckily that didn't just straight up kill me, but I did take a lot of damage and now I'm bleeding. Oh, there's the Parade of Wonders. Oh, great. Don Quixote. Alright, fair enough. What is this new move? Parade of Wonders. Prioritizes enemies for its main target, and prioritizes allies for its sub-targets. If the target is an ally, flash power +10, and always fix the damage to 0. Blood Feast shit, consume all Festive Fever. On it, inflict 1 offense level up and defense level up next unit. Defense level up until next turn based on the Festive Fever. 1 per 3, 3. And inflict 3 bleed count. If the target's an ally, gain Blooming Thorn. Okay, very nice. Who are you targeting? Oh, you're targeting one of my staggered people. Very cool, big fan. Loving it. Da-da-da-da-da. This is going particularly well. Hey, Jia Shichun, are you still alive? Oh, you're evading? Oh, okay. Thanks, Jia. You're very cool. we love you, you know, big fan of what you do. I'm being very sarcastic. Well, I'm gonna need to do this anyway, because it's regret. I need to get that going anyway. So we'll actually clash with that instead. And we'll clash... Neutral, nothing, dominating. Well, let's hope. Oh, we got a lot of bleed. I wonder how that happened. Oh, did I minimum roll again? I did. I hit 2 tails at 37 sanity. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. It's my favorite. And then there's no way Ishmael should have won as much as she did, but she kept hitting heads at -5 sanity. Get smacked. Take that 11 damage. Ow. So I really would like a fluid sac right about now. Can I have some more gloom, please? Oh, dear. If it wasn't immediately apparent, like I've said prior, this is definitely a fight that you are very much supposed to be, like, accepting of your units dying. Because this is currently going pretty fucking badly right about now. Who are you targeting with this? Ryoshu. That's not good. But you're also targeting Merceau, which I don't like either. Who's this target? That's... Jia-chun, you're targeting the fucking counter? Why, you stupid bitch? Here, do this so we can get some sanity back, please. Oh, that consumes some of my gloom. This heals 25 SP for 4 allies with the least SP. I also need healing, though, so we'll do this for the counter. No. This is not going particular. No. Really? Really? Ryoshu's going to bleed to death. If I do not get a fluid sac out, she is going to bleed to death. Oh, fun fact, this is going so much worse than my own personal attempts. I'm getting real unlucky right about now. But then again, I have said, hey, don't use the team that I'm currently using. It's a bleed team against the vampires. It doesn't go particularly well. Please use the Rupture team against this lady. It's super nice. Maybe. Maybe not, actually, because, like, Jia isn't doing anything. We have a fluid sac, but it's at the very end of the turn because, of course, she has a bad speed range and minimum rolled it to 3. Why wouldn't she? Just gonna put that there so she doesn't attack. Then we'll clash here. Oh, those are very good spread. Okay. Okay, you're not targeting this slot, so we'll kill you. And we'll smack you. Okay. No, I can't use Pursue Them to the end. That will make Ryoshu kill herself via bleed. Okay. Very bad. Oh, I'm bleeding. Dude, I love bleeding around these parts. Oh, Dawn might die to bleed, too. Dawn just took a shitload of Blooming Thorn damage. Ow. Isn't it nice when you have to attack a boss that just makes you bleed? Dude, I have so little blood in me, you'd be surprised. God, we love fluid sac around these parts. Oh. I'd just do it again, but I don't have enough bloom. We didn't kill you? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, and she's doing Parade of Wonder. Fuck. And I don't have any fucking ego. So not only do I have no ego resources for Ryoshu, I also happen to get both of her skill once. It's just all coming together. Oh god. Okay, well, I know who can clash with this. Not what I was expecting. Now that I think about it, this actually does work. I kind of forgot about representation emitter. It's super cheap, free mass attack, so it'll kill the dickhead with 7 HP, and it'll top off my SP. Oh yeah, good answer. I'm no longer upset. I'm gonna clash there. We're just gonna ignore this little bastard. Is Jishjun still alive? Oh, yeah, she'll die at some point. She will just randomly, like, fucking explode. It is pretty fun when that happens, but... Alright. Struggling. Hopeless. Dominating. Let's go. That's what we like to see. Alright, going in. Nice 0 damage. Big fan. Even with the plus 10 sanity, I got unlucky. It was the normal odds prior to it, and even with it, it wasn't enough. Alright, she's probably gonna use her mass attack now because, yeah, she's at the 6 of the parade. Ow. So we're gonna get another mass attack as her reinforcements just keep pouring in. Parade repeats for an eternity. Clashing with Heathcliff. Hopeless. Good sign. Dominating, but I don't want to use that, actually, because that consumes too much gloom. Dominating. Okay. Will Dawn live? Dawn will die, so we have to clash. We can't do that. Ah. I can't use my counter, because if I do, this skill has an unbreakable coin, so no matter what, Dulcinea will trigger that, which if I try to use a counter to not trigger my bleed, it will... Wait, it's technically a defensive die. That shouldn't trigger bleed. That should actually be fine. Never mind. I talked myself into it. It's a one-sided guard, and that's okay. Because I just don't want her to bleed to death, you know? Alright. We need bloom. Fuck. We don't have, like, any of the other people that have, like, good healing ego, either. Like, I'd take, like, a Sinclair. I would take, a Rodion. He has one, but I have, like, 0 sloth generation in this team. I say as I'm now using a sloth skill right now on screen. Here we go. I'm just trying to kill them so I can generate more ego resources. It's getting bad. Ow. Yes, that did not trigger bleed. Okay, good. Thank you, fucking beast, Mersault. Oh yeah, Ryoshu needs to decrease her bleed, that's right. She's also, like, in active death range right now. Very cool. Can't attack with you. I definitely can't attack with you. Yeah, I might need to just say fuck it and send it, because if I kill them off, I'll have a fresh set coming in. It's Ryoshu and Dawn who are 2 of my best units, which is very, very unfortunate, but... You know? Like, it's gotta happen eventually, right? I'll just have them take an important clash. If we're going that route, then, to just mulligan it so I can start healing the more relevant units, we'll actually wait on using pursuance. So that way the healing will go to more relevant teammates. Welcome to being callous. They're all dead. Got this fucking parade again, because she just loves clicking this button. Oh, it's her favorite button. I don't think it's actually gonna matter. I think, maybe. No, yeah, no, the unbroken coin is probably just gonna kill Ryoshu outright. We'll have to see. Because it's 6 HP. But she does have a shield, so... So yeah, her protection went from 8, is now only at 3, and she's got 2 fragile, so she's only taking 10% less damage. You can just beat the shit out of Dulcinea right now if we really felt so inclined. Hi, Ryoshu. Bye, Ryoshu. Also, I think I accidentally staggered the guy who was gonna hit Dawn and just kill Dawn, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, no, Dawn lived. I have made a continuous and severe... Oh my god, the beatdown. I'm at 2 HP! Oh, the final boss is here. Hello, friend.
계속해봐야 시계 돌릴 때 더 아프기만 하고 좋을 게 없을 것 같은데?
Okay. He's just gonna clash, then explode, and that is very okay. Yeah, we have to do this now. We're too low. Dawn is going before him anyway, and that's fine. Time to pursue the... It's actually a very interesting way that I feel that they're, like, starting to design bosses that you're kind of, like, forced to die. But I'm like... At first, that's like... What do you think the best team for this boss is? I would have to guess Rupture. Because of Jia Shichun, and it's the fact that you can break through Dulcinea's particular brand of bullshit. But I'm really not sure. Lantern Dawn solo, yes. But, you know, I'm just... Unironically. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was in the middle of something before all this and I have forgotten. Thoughts cast aside to the wind. Here comes the parade. Oh yeah, it's gonna say, like, it's very interesting that they're starting to actively design bosses that they're like, you cannot beat this boss, or you shouldn't, without, like, having a unit die. And I think that's super interesting. I used to find that, like, really annoying design-wise, but now I'm here, I'm like, actually, no. Because in lore, the implication is always that, like, all of your units are, like, barely surviving every fight, which seemed like a weird disconnect between narrative and gameplay, and I'm like, you know, maybe, you know? And it's a pretty fun way to do it, too. It lets you actually, like, it really spices up your team building a lot, which I think is super cool. Yeah, the Sinners are literally meant to be expendable. I think it's super cool, personally. Now, how the fuck am I gonna clash with this bitch? She's currently gargantuan right now. Like, this skill is going to kill everybody. Like, oh no. Okay, dominating. Alright, we got one. Woo! Right. You two double into this, and then everyone else should fucking send it into her. Give me a goddamn gloom skill right now. Alright, all of our teams down. Ow. Ah, I love my unbroken coins. Dude, it's Sinclair. He's here. So, now we can actually start looking at things like her passives. It gains a new pattern when HP drops to 66% or less, 33% or less. I believe she's at the 33% now. Upon pattern change, raises minimum max speed values by 1. Converts Blooming Thorn into Bloodwoven Thorn. All allies gain 3 Festival and 3 Blooming Thorn every turn. It hasn't actually happened yet, so she's not quite there, but the Blooming Thorn that I've been struggling with this whole fight is about to be made bigger. We'll worry about that in just a second. But this is it. This isn't how it ends. If there are no surviving allies, nor backup allies, consume all Festive Fever and Imperfect Prey next turn and become staggered, which she is. It activates immediately if there are no surviving allies at turn start. In the turn after this unit is staggered, summon 2 Kindred Blood Fiends. So it's not quite over yet, but we get a free turn of stagger. Give me some healing, please. Oh, nice. And we are still dealing with the fact that she's constantly making us bleed whenever we hit her. Thank you, Sinclair. I love you. Yep, Bloodwoven Thorn. What's next? Bloodwoven Thorn. Any effect that gains Blooming Thorn now gain this effect instead. Max value 10. Turn start, gain 1 offense level up for 3 stacks. When taking damage from skills, inflict bleed equal to this effect stack against the attacker, then lose 1 stack. On hit, inflict 1 more bleed and bleed count with this unit's skill's effect. When applying offense level up or defense level up to another ally with skill coins effect, apply 1 clash power up next turn as well. All skills that consume Blood Feast now gain 1 plus 1 coin power. You need to make her not have this. This is very, very scary. Because she constantly is losing stacks whenever you hit her. Now that we're at this phase, it has been moved from kill her mooks to kill her. Kill her now, kill her fast. Even if not killing her, just hit her with as many coins as possible. Like, you can ignore these 2 skills pretty reliably, but you have to get rid of, like, that Bloodwoven Thorn. It's bad. He gets real bloody real fast. Also, because he's here, I can now use Lantern, which is very nice. Which is better than Pursuance in this case, just because of the convenience. Which I'm actually just going to do both. No, that consumes Gloom. We don't want that. We shall instead use a Gloom skill. But yeah, her numbers are still kind of really big, which is kind of scary. But if you notice, I've kind of set it up that her stagger threshold is pretty gosh darn close. It'd be a real shame if I, you know, forcibly staggered her. I don't know if this will be enough, but it's like the push that I'm going for, so we'll have to see. It's why on the turn she was forcibly staggered, I used a lot of my skill 1s, because I didn't want to over-damage her into her next stagger threshold accidentally. And, like, be super redundant. I'm instead trying to force her to stagger on this turn, so I can get a second full turn of stagger. I just wish, Faust had been faster, so I could have gotten more value out of the potential forced stagger, but we'll have to see. Because this still might not be enough. It probably will. Like, Everlasting is kind of a stupid skill. Well, if I'm hitting tails, maybe not. God, I'm glad you can fast forward ego. And you can just... then you can slow it down once the... oh, yeah.
함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
I don't really need to be speeding up the ego. They're cool to see. We're not in that big of a rush. So she has her big dumb stupid friends still alive, but that's way more okay than it was prior. And because I'm probably going to get her, maybe not actually. I would presume I'm gonna get her down below the threshold, but in case we don't, or in case we do, what if I click this funny button? Because we can completely change. This is also why I really like the whole your sinners are dying thing, because I've completely changed up my meta. I'm not even being like a resonance team anymore. Now I'm just like doing things that seem to be optimal at the time, you know what I mean? Like, I have never once used Chains of Others in this fight up to this point, but it's getting scary, so I'm popping it as a precaution for what the next phase may contain. It's a fully different strategy from what I was doing, and now I'm just kind of clicking good numbers. I'm generating as many ego resources as possible, instead of just nv.jpg. Good shit, Sinclair. He's so cool. Also, I'm gonna be honest, Gia was dead for me by this point in my own timeline. The fact that she's still here doing damage is pretty funny. It's also super good. She's lost all of her thorns too, which is super good. Is she in phase 3? What triggers at phase 3? Weakens resistances to slash pierce. No, those are all still normal, so we'll leave that for another second. It'll probably be after this turn that she gets that. I don't need to worry about like any of her stuff really because she's like super weak, but the surprise is actually still a very scary clash because I'm hopeless. Oops. Wow, that's struggling? Damn. Alright, I guess we're using ADD. There goes all of my... Wait, what am I doing? Hexnail is the freest because it's just 6 envy. Yeah. It's only favored, which means I could get really unlucky, but, yeah, we'll be fine. Not sure how much pierce damage I'm gonna do, but this does inflict 3 pierce fragility, which is just a nice little extra addition of fun. That's a pierce attack. We've become pierce team. I'm looking down there. That's a lot of pierce. Oh yeah, pierce value. Plus I know Ring Song only does pierce, which is even better. Oh, yep, she's enduring everything. She's past the final threshold. She's gained skill set number 3. And finally, drops to 33% or less for the first time. Raised minimum max speed values by 2, so she can be real fast now. Uses the powerful skill, then weakens resistance against slash, pierce, and blunt by 0.5. Converts Blooming Thorn to Blood Warming Thorn into Blood Molded Thorn. Oh, that actually hasn't happened yet, so I guess not. So, ooh, big and scary, but actually not yet. Oops. Oh well. I get to just beat on her for a while longer. And then again, I'm gonna do this because I know after this turn, she's gonna be big and scary. Mm-hmm. The Multitude does tighten its hold. Oh, and I'm really slow. That's not good. I'm gonna honestly just hope that Jia Shichun can do the fucking 12 damage. Just kill this little bastard.
총원 불격!
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Okay. Yeah, she can do it. She's still alive, and I will be forever impressed by that. And she's staggered right as this becomes Blood Molded Thorn. What does that do? I guess I'll check it out before I'm probably gonna fucking kill her on this turn, let's be honest. I don't actually know what this does, I'm gonna be honest. I did this exact same kind of thing and killed her before she could do anything with it. FX again, Blooming Thorn, gain this instead. 1 offense level up per 2 stacks, max 3. When take damage from skills, inflict bleed equal to the effect stack against the attack from moves and stack rounded up. On it, inflict plus 2 more bleed and bleed count with this unit skills and skill effects. When applying offense level up and defense level up to another ally with skill coins effects, apply 2 clash power up next turn as well. All skills that consume blood feast gain plus 1 clash power. When using the Parade Breach Fraternity skill, instead of healing HP, heal the same value as SP. Ooh. Anyway, die.
점 찍었네.
Gia died to bleed! She got all the way to the final turn and died to bleed. Aw, damn it. Fuck. If Gia wasn't here, we probably would have been able to do that. So the reason why that Sinclair's level 50 now is because of my own time. He showed up to the fight, used a single skill 1 and killed her. And I'm like, I gotta fucking give him, like, due props for that one. It really was his ass-kicking outfit. He has been here in, like, all of the streams. He keeps being either actively deployed or in the support slot, so I gotta give him fucking respect he deserves. It's a sinking team in the midst of my envy residence team. Oh, yeah. An unsung hero is, yeah, Pequod Heathcliff, because Pequod Heathcliff gains 1% increased damage per 1% of HP missing, so you can really just mash Heathcliff into Dulcinante, or Dulcinea. Fucking Dulcinante. God damn it. Fucking, I'm so stupid. Is Dulcinea, and just get his HP down half to get a 50% damage boost. And just start going to town. Like, Harpooner Heathcliff has probably the highest damage threshold of any ID in the game, with the caveat that you have to be at like 5% health. There's a lot of big braining setting up like optimal damage value. Oh, you just ate shit all game, Ryoshu. Damn. I mean, Dawn and Ryoshu don't have like a fair shake because they died, but like, damn, Ryoshu.
이제 답하게. 내가 뭘 가졌다는 것인가? 이 이름에 무슨 무게가 있었단 겐가? 그대들은 본인을 대체 어디서?
이 구역의 혈귀들이 모두 우리는 앞을 향해 가고 있는 게 아니라 같은 곳을 순환하고 있을 뿐이라는 사실을 잊기 위한 이 구역에 모두가 원하고 있지만 너만이 가지.
망각. 이 구역을 떠도는 자들이 간절히 바라고 있었던 것. 욕망에서도 부끄러움에서도 도망칠 수 있는 그 권리. 망각이 있었다면 하루하루 힘겹게나마 견딜 수 있었을 테죠.
진짜 또다시.
이쯤 되면 제가 그리워질 거라 생각했습니다. 이제는 슬슬 그 이야기를 들려주시면 좋겠군요. 우리들을 버리고 떠난 그 창대한 모험의 결말을.
무슨...
따그닥따그닥. 당신은 여느 때처럼 힘차고 경쾌하게 로신한테를 타고 내달렸습니다.
제발 죽어!
이렇게 비참하게 죽어가는 자들을 뒤로 한 채
그만둬주시게. 본인이 움직일 수 없는 것은 그대보다 무력해서겠지. 그러니 부탁이라도 하겠네. 내 혀를 창끝으로 바꿀 수라도 있다면 그들을 당장이라도 찌르겠지만 그럴 수 없으니 치졸하게 구걸이라도 할 테니 아킹을 그만두시라는 말이오.
왜 그러시죠? 당신은 모험담을 들려주는 걸 누구보다 간절하게 바라오지 않았습니까? 신중하고 주의 깊게 당신의 이야기를 귀담아 들을 관객이 이렇게 앞에 즐비한데요. 어디 이런 기회가 흔하겠어요?
지금은 하고 싶지 않아.
아니, 들려줘야죠. 그게 당신의 역할이잖아요. 당신은 로신한테와 하얀 달의 기사와 함께 마지막 모험을 떠났습니다. 정확히는 피난이라고 할까요?
여기까지 오면서 여러 강을 봤지?
도시 밑에 이런 강들이 있다니.
다양한 강들의 물을 머금은 꽃. 그 꽃이 피어난 나무는 특별한 힘을 지닌다고 해. 그 강물로 피어난 나무는 어떤 능력일지 상상도 안 돼.
어떤 강물을 찾는 건가?
여러 강을 찾았지만 아직 우리가 찾는 강은 못 찾았어.
이 강물도 아닌가?
맞아. 아쉽지만 여기도 아니야. 더 깊은 곳에 이어진 하나의 강을 찾아야 할지도 모르겠네. 한번 가본 곳이라도 유적 깊은 곳은 역시 어렵단 말이지. 너한테도 만만치 않지?
이 강은?
이건 어느 한 미래를 보여주는 강이야. 이 물을 마시면 미래를 볼 수 있게 된다고 하는데 마시면 미래만 보다 미쳐버린다고 해. 결국 미쳐버린 미래만 보는 거지. 난 이걸 미래미래 강이라 불러. 원래 이름이 있었을 수도 있겠지만 난 그렇게 부르고 있어.
아이러니하군.
원하는 순간을 볼 수는 없지만 물에 비친 모습을 들여다보면 어느 한순간의 미래를 볼 수 있어. 난해하긴 해도 한번 들여다볼래?
물을 가까이 하고 싶진 않네만 그러도록 하지.
뭐가 보여?
사슬, 거대한 문, 그리고 저것은 시계인가? 불타는 시계? 그리고 약속. 자네가 말한 것처럼 봐도 뭐가 무엇인지 모르겠고.
강물을 마시는 게 아닌 이상 명확한 미래를 알기는 힘들 거야. 그래도 네가 강물에서 본 그 시계 그리고 약속이면 그 사람과 나눈 어느 약속과 관련된 시계일 수 있겠네.
약속의 시계라는 것인가?
각고의 노력 끝에 당신은 원하는 곳에 도착했습니다. 이건 첫 번째 에피소드와 이어지는군요.
이곳은
망각의 강. 하얀 달의 기사가 말했죠.
정말이야? 이 우물을 마시면 넌 너의 모든 인생을 지워버리게 되는데 한 모금이면 모든 게 끝나는 거야.
당신은 침을 꿀꺽 삼켰습니다.
결정. 네.
이유를 물어보면 대답해 줄 거야?
눈을 감아도 보이네. 그날의 함성, 그날의 비비린내, 그날의 기억이 기어 올라올수록 무너져 내릴 것만 같지. 그러니 이 모든 걸 잊고 잠을 청하려 한다네. 잠을 자는 동안에는 두려움도 희망도 없으며 고생도 없고 영광도 없을 테니.
하지만 잠에는 결점이 하나 있잖아. 그건
그래, 죽음과 닮아있지. 하지만 중요한 것이 다르지 않은가?
꿈을 꾸고 싶은 거구나.
가진 모든 것을 내려놓고 족쇄가 되어버린 그 말을 위해 보아왔던 꿈을 이어서 꿀 생각이라네.
그렇다면 내가 널 도와줄 수 있는 유일한 방법은 이것뿐이겠네.
그렇게 말하는 저자의 이름은
마지막으로 곧 잊어버리게 될 내 이름을 다시 한번 소개할게. 나는 도시와 유적을 떠돌아다니며 꽃을 찾는 여행을 하던 자, 그리고 지금은 너와 평생을 잊지 못한 모험에 종지부를 찍은 자, 하얀 달의 기사 파리. 나는 이제 늘 그래왔듯 내가 찾던 강과 그 강물을 머금고 핀 꽃을 찾으러 떠날 거야.
내가 이 강물을 마시더라도 해결사에 대한 이야기는 들려줄 수 있겠나?
여행의 길목에 이곳이 여러 번 겹치게 될지도 몰라. 그렇다면 그때마다 내게 귀띔이 될 만한 책이나 물건들을 조용히 두고 갈게.
고맙군.
그렇게 당신은 결국 그 강물을 마시게 됩니다. 하지만 제 아무리 용감한 기사 돈키호테도 불길한 예감에 몸을 떨기 시작하는군요.
본인이 용맹한 모험기를 써내려온 본인이 몸을 떨었을 리 없네.
이야기에는 고조차라는 게 있어야 재미가 생기는 법이니까요. 흐르는 물이 우리에게 주는 원초적 공포. 온몸에서 소름이 돋아나기 시작하며 의식은 맹렬하게 거부하기 시작합니다. 물보다 진한 우리의 피는 빠르게 돌기 시작하고 당신의 심장도 미친 듯이 뛰기 시작합니다. 그럼에도 불구하고 당신은 극복해야 했죠. 강물을 마시기 전 당신은 생각하게 됩니다. 이 모험을 계속하는 것이 더 이상 의미가 없다고. 그렇게 로신한테에서 내립니다. 원래의 주인에게서 잠시 넘겨받았을 뿐인 로신한테에게서.
방법은 없습니다. 이 흐름은 필연입니다.
뭔데 그러는 거야? 너네 되게 심각해.
이때까지 저희가 들은 이야기를 하나로 이으면 설마
아니, 그럴 리는 없는데.
시춘, 무언가 알고 있다면 내게도 말해줄래?
아마 아닐 거니까 가만히 있어. 어차피 불길한 예감이 맞으면 싫어도 알게 될 테니까. 그렇다면 배짱 하나는 칭찬해 줄게, 오빠. 단테?
저 낡은 신발에 무언가 있는 것이구려.
도망쳐. 너는 살아서 내 이야기를 마저 이어줘야지.
하지만 저는 입니다. 인간들과 살 수는.
이젠가 내 루신한테만 있으면 어디로든 갈 수 있어.
루신한테 멈춰! 제발 걸어가지 마! 안 돼! 난 떠나고 싶지 않아! 왜 내 의지에 반하여 움직이는 거야! 너무 싫어! 부탁이니까 제발 멈춰! 자기야, 루신한테 나를 데려가지 마.
도시 어딘가에 놀이공원이라는 곳이 몇 군데 있어. 그곳에선 모든 사람들이 즐거워해. 단지 그 공간에 있다는 사실 하나만으로 말이야. 모두가 춤을 추고 노래를 부르고 웃음을 터뜨리지. 전쟁이나 다툼도 없이.
그래. 이걸로 이 카니발에 필요한 모든 장면이 전부 완성되었어. 넌 그때도 우리 동료들을 터뜨리며 어떤 가책도 없는 눈으로 나를 바라봤지. 축하해. 이제 모든 길이 다 열렸어. 퍼레이드가 이제야 완성되었네.
산초, 나 결심했어.
또 뭘 말이십니까?
나는 도시 최고의 해결사가 될 거야. 약한 사람들을 돕고 나쁜 사람들을 모조리 응징하는 거지. 도시에는 그 쓰임새에 따라 협회라는 게 생기기도 하는 모양이더라고.
지난번에 찾아온 그 달의 기사인가 뭔가 하는 놈이 한 이야기를 듣고 그러시는 겁니까? 단언하는데 그 결심 3일도 안 가서 분명 도루묵이 되고 말 거니까 쓸데없이 일 버리지 말고 얌전히 있으세요. 지난번에 한창 빠졌던 그 뭐냐 자수 뜨는 것도 이틀 정도 하다가 질린다고 그만두셨잖아요. 온갖 최고급 실은 다 구해오라고 하셨으면서.
조용히 해라, 산초야. 너 때문에 뭘 하려고 해도 내가 기가 죽잖니. 이거 뭐 누가 상위 권속인지도 모르겠어.
말만 그렇게 하고 결국 하고 싶은 건 다 하시잖아요.
돈키호테 씨? 아니, 돈키호테 씨가 맞는 거죠?
혼자 어디로 가는 거야?
오늘도 오시는 겁니까? 그분? 이제 정말 결판을 내야 하시지 않나요? 아니, 이미 그런 때는 지났나?
그렇지. 그런데 이제 그런 생각이 들어. 대체 승부가 뭐가 중요하지? 그리고 다음 이야기가 무지 궁금한걸? 하필이면 거기서 딱 끊길 줄은 몰랐지 뭐야.
전 모르겠습니다. 싸우지도 않을 거면 왜 인간을 계속해서 이곳에 들이는지를요.
그런데 산초, 너도 말은 그렇게 하면서 계속 이쪽을 흘낏거렸잖아. 특히 하나협회라는 소속의 해결사가 그 꼬부랑 고개에서 떡 하나 주면 잡아먹지 않는다는 괴물과 마주쳤을 대목에
안 그랬는데요.
그랬다니까. 말 나왔으니 말인데 역시 마지막엔 하나협회 쪽이 이기겠지?
아니요. 수바이라는 곳에서 온 해결사가 결국 역전을 해서 아,
거 봐.
하지만 어떻게 해결사가 되겠다는 말씀입니까? 해결사란 것도 결국 인간들이 만든 것이지 않습니까? 우리가 근처에 나타나기만 해도 사냥하려 들걸요.
뭐 당장은 그럴지도 모르지. 그런데 생각해봐 산초. 나무가 아니라 숲을 보라는 거지. 지금이라도 길을 잘 닦아놓으면 언젠가는 인간들과 사이좋게 지내는 것도 가능할 거야. 그러면 나는 혈기 최초 해결사가 되는 거지. 얼마나 근사하냐? 아마 팬클럽도 생길지도 몰라.
꿈도 크십니다. 터무니없기도 하고요.
원래 꿈이란 건 크고 터무니없이 잡아야 하는 거야.
돌아왔구나. 나의 산주. 이제 이야기해주렴. 네가 꾼 나의 꿈에 대해.
Well, I started this stream off with a fear. That fear, which, first off, this is why I had to keep hiding this. But that fear is that I truly do believe, depending on how things go, we may permanently change Don Quixote's name, depending on how this all goes. But first off, oh my god, did you all see that? I don't even have anything specific to go on about. Holy shit, that was so good. I mean, Sancho's like a very strange feminine name. Like, that doesn't click to me mentally, but I mean, neither is like Dawn. Dawn isn't a feminine name either, and I was okay with that. But I always like to avoid spoilers when streaming these things. All, like... like, Ishmael changing what she says in her default ego. Heathcliff, every single mention of Catherine in his prior Uptie stories, and changing the artwork on his bat plus his default ego. Because it started from just changing dialogue to changing every single prior Uptie story. I truly believe they could have the gall to permanently change Don Quixote's name for the rest of the game. I truly believe they could do that. And by the way, can we also talk about the fact that Bullet hit a fucking nail right on the goddamn head when it came to the goddamn night of full moon? Oh my god, not a white moon, what the fuck? Holy shit, it's so cool, though. Oh... Ooh, that's actually cool. It's a Shadow of the Colossus type dealio. Bari, yeah. Fair enough. But, oh my god. I'm hoping that because what they do is they usually like when Heathcliff's bat changed and all the Catherine mentions, that isn't reflected in the Kanto prior. I'm just gonna be like, does it say their name here? No. Okay. Assuming they do, I just have to openly apologize. If Project Moon goes the full hog and just... I could see people being super pissed about this, because I could see Dawn just changing. Because all of Dawn's characteristics aren't Dawn. They're not Sancho. They come from Mr. Impaled by the Bow in the Nth Dimension realm, wherever that is. It's like... Yeah, if they make her, like, red-eyed in all of her prior artwork, jack shit I can do about that. Like, if that happens, fine. That I don't even consider a major spoiler, because we know she has red eyes, canonically. But if they're like, Sinner number... Oh, shit, what's the extract button? Oh, hi, Honglu ID, I forgot you existed. Yeah, but if they're like, Sinner number 3, Sancho, I'd be like, God damn it. Because it's like, who's she gonna be when it's all done? Is she gonna stay Dawn? Is she gonna become Sancho? Is her whole personality gonna change? I don't know. But it's just like, oh god. I'm not saying that that's wrong, Sion. It's just like, I could see people getting so mad because Dawn is the most popular character in this game by a wide margin. And if they just moved on from the game, and Sancho's here now instead? What the fuck? Project Moon has now earned my money. Do it or no balls. That's a character. Okay. Not to spoil, but I've talked about it I've talked about it before. The one character I could also see that is fucking Merceau. Maybe I don't remember the ending a lot, and this is another one of the books that I've kind of like osmosed. Like, I did know a lot about L'Étranger. I believe it is L'Étranger. It's the stranger. His book. I'm less. The ending is the part that I have most locked in my brain, but it's a weird and you know. But like, if there was any character I was expecting something like this to happen, it'd be Merceau. But like. But Dawn, fuck me, man. People are. I'm not even gonna be the mad person. I'd be fucking stoked if we don't have Dawn anymore. It's like, it makes a lot of sense, yes, but it's just like, man. I'm mainly afraid from like a streamer point of view. I hate spoilers. I did everything in my power. It's why I hid this fucking image this whole stream every time I had to get the glitch and had to back out. I threw up the VR back screen so people couldn't see this guy just like here. Look at him. He's so good too. Look how fucking. We talk about how good this fucking Kanto is. Oh my god, it's so good. Of course, infinite friend. But unfortunately, this friendship is made entirely by the fact that I'm Don Quixote, actually. I've never had a real friend. I've been a vampire from the 18th century. I'm fucking Vlad Tepes. It's a surprise. This is no longer Bio Yoshi. This is Bio Tepes. Welcome to my new stream, everybody. We're going to be rating catalogs from the 1900s. Oh my god, it's Kanto. Bullet, do we know what date? I know it's really soon. Do we know the exact date of the next? Oh, it's 2 days. No, there we go. 2 days. 2 days to like. It sucks too, because I work so much. It's like next few days. This is going to fucking actually kill me. Oh my god. Let me turn these in. This is driving me crazy. Why do all games all update on the same day? I know I'll live Scion, but it's just like I want to do. Well, okay, one, it's just like, oh man, I'm hyped and I want to do it. Part B of that two-part question, the B route, is that do you know how fucking pervasive spoilers are, man? Like you can't go on Twitter, you can't go on YouTube. The few people that I'm subscribed to that do Limbus content are very good about that. Like that's kind of surprising. Like, even people that do content of being like, oh, fucking, even people who do, like, fucking, they don't say Dulcineo Dawn Solo. They say 734 Dawn Solo. They never specify what is within 734. It's just like, no. They're pretty good about it. But it's if you go on, like, fucking, Reddit, oh, you meant that kind of friend. Absolutely, yeah, mine's right here. How do I add friend? I don't think, have I ever added a friend? Oh, that's not the right button. Friend? Send request? Oh, gee, all right, I could do that. Look at all my friends I have. Is this just like a random set of people, or are these the people already here? Huh. Yeah, I can do friends. Oh, yeah. People get to do live on stream. Me adding someone else. Joke's on me. This is actually fucking arbitrary code execution. He's gonna backload into my game and make a fucking start playing Doom. All of my apes gone. All of my Limbus companies. There you go. You now have access to a wide assortment, a mixed spread of very valuable IDs for every archetype plus Wahlberg is knocked. No, my Robux. My V-Bucks. No! He's hacking into my fucking MySpace account. I do not use any social media, Scion. That's more of a Bullet problem. Bullet uses Twitter, and that's way more of a problem for him. I use more, ancient underwater basket weaving forums, and they tend to also occasionally run into spoilers. Yeah. Oh my god, the Kanto is so good. Yeah, usually. I browse a few places. Like, I'll even go on to Reddit, depending on the kind of thing, if I'm looking for memes. It really kind of depends. It's usually wherever the fucking flow of the realm takes me. Have a good one! But yeah. Lee. Alright, I do have to be done now, though. But my god, I can't wait. Thank you for being here, Scion. I appreciate it. Not you, Bullet. You've already seen it. You're not special. For the fucking windmill, too! Look at the choice!